Yes. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal FC. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Guys, I'm so glad to have a break from Chelsea Football Club. It's been such a great weekend. I haven't been let down this weekend. I've just enjoyed it. How you guys doing, man? I feel great.
Feeling great, feeling cool. I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
Oi, what's going on, lads? The only reason I'm doing that is because England have been playing, and that's how I feel like English people say hello to people. So, what's good, people? What you call it? Pete, I hate to be the negative Nancy this morning or this evening, I shall say, but you sound so far away from your mic. I can't lie. It's not the one.
There's somebody that supposedly works in a field that needs sound technicians, yeah? How is his sound always off?
he sounds like he's on the other side of the room. Oh, there we go.
Lovely. Thank you for the heads up there, John.
Every week.
Listen. I sometimes on StreamYard it automatically sends it to the right microphone, and then sometimes, like now, I get a little higgy haggle with the old basically like just doesn't want to work. It just goes straight to the laptop, to the computer instead. So it is what it is. But yeah, guys, we are back. We are fresh to death, ready for another week talking football action. Because as much as there was no Premier League action, there was some international football. There is some other bits we're going to get involved with as well. Robinho, have I got it right that you've got a quiz for us today at some stage?
I may have a quiz.
He may or may not have a quiz. So we'll keep that for later on in the show. But before we get into it, anybody got a highlight of the week?
I have a not that guy, but I'm bringing this one at the start because every year I suffer with this, and every year I hate it. Guys, why do we lose an hour of sleep? Why?
So that we can get more fun.
No, I don't give a damn. The weather, it still gets warmer. It still gets colder.
Yeah.
Why are we losing an hour of sleep, people? Because the sun still stays out longer. Losing an hour of sleep. Mother Nature, dangerous. You're not that guy.
You know what? It's actually dangerous. Have you seen like the amount of accidents that happen on the roads? The amount of like people that are in hospital. Like it goes high. It goes proper high when the clocks change.
What's that got to do with anything?
Because people are losing an hour of sleep. They're not as alert. They're not as, you know what I mean? The brain's not ready. You know what the funny thing is, yeah? You know the funny thing with life is, it's like jet lag, yeah? The reason you get jet lag is because, you know, like, even when you've slept enough, like, say you've gone to America, for example, from the UK, and then you go and you sleep it off maybe the first 1 or 2 days, but you still feel a bit, like, rough. Like, your body doesn't go according to the clocks that we have. It has its own rhythm and system, and it takes a while for that stuff to move on and change. Like, your organs don't know, oh, it's 9 o'clock now, and it's 10 o'clock now. Like it's been copying the same systems for 6 months, and it will just change it.
I can't believe what I'm hearing, guys. Just go to bed a bit earlier. Like, just figure it out.
Why should I change my lifestyle?
Because guys,
somebody somewhere decided that we have to go an hour.
Sure.
Because if we don't change the clocks, then that means in the winter it's going to get dark at 3 p.m. Are you guys okay?
Ask Sweden and Norway. The man have 2 hours of daylight in the year.
I don't care.
I disagree because it's still sunlight, and we still get better sunlight in March.
And also,
at the end of March, early April at 6 p.m. The sun is still up.
Yeah, to be fair, Oscar, as well.
I'm talking about March and April, but I'm talking about the winter times. I'm saying the system we have works for all year round. Because if there's time, I leave the office in November to January. I leave the office pitch black, yeah, and that's like 5. Imagine it's getting dark at 3 p.m. 3. You don't want to live in that society.
No, I just want it to be one time. That's all I want is one time. We should never have to change the clock. It's silly, and somebody just invented it randomly. Like it wasn't even like it's the beginning of time. Man.
Good job to those that invented it, I think. I think they did it right. I think they're just as solid there.
let's just keep it one.
Just keep it one, man.
Just keep it one.
Keep it one.
Because, like I said, the temperatures will still go up. The sun will still stay out longer. People, it's not like we are still not losing sunlight. We are still getting some more as time goes on. Just keep.
I don't know why you guys are crying.
No, because I lost an hour of sleep. That's why.
You didn't lose it.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Regardless of what time I went to bed, it was always going to lose an hour. Regardless.
Guys,
if I go to bed at 11 and I want to wake up at 7, guess what? I'm not getting the full time. I am losing 1 hour.
Go to bed at 10 and you wouldn't lose any time.
But why should I go to bed at 10? Well, my normal bedtime is 11.
When the hour comes back around, I want you to have the same energy.
Oh no, I want the same energy. And I'll be like, I'm glad I got that hour back. And I say every year, that extra hour was lush, as it should be. My body is getting that loan back.
The thing is, this is a highlight of the week. This wasn't even a highlight. This is a negative.
No, because I have to bring it up now. I'm not waiting until the end.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll tell you what's the highlight. I got 2 highlights quickly. Has anyone tried the cherry float Coca-Cola?
That is sickening.
Like when I was like 10 years old, yeah.
I never knew it existed. I never knew it existed.
I've never seen that in my life.
It's currently it's touching a place.
It's an American thing. It's Coke and ice cream. That's what it is.
Yeah, you people that like vanilla Coke and all that.
Yeah.
Vanilla Coke is nice.
Thanks.
Coke and ice cream, I'm not on with it.
Robin's he likes to experiment with drinks. That's Robin. I don't know. I don't lie.
Listen, I was 100% that kid that went to Nando's, Fanta and Coke in one drink.
All of them. They all got run. They all got run.
You are childish. That's why.
Childish. I mean,
you're all childish. How you mixing drinks?
I'll tell you what else was a highlight of the week. Yeah, Senegal rocking up to their friendly with the AFCON trophy was brilliant.
Big up the Senegalese, man.
Where was it? In France? I think they played
in France. They went to Saint-Denis, the Stade de France.
God, that was so
they said, "Mandem, pull up." That's what they said.
They've kept the trophy at a military base and then they brought it to Europe. I can't believe that, man. Them man are funny.
We have some comments about the drinks. People are involved in drinks chat.
Oh yeah.
Baraka says vanilla Coke bangs, not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Endo says, I've never seen that drink in my life. Vanilla Coke is lengo. What vanilla Coke? Like, what are you guys consuming? What are you guys consuming?
It's a sensational beverage.
Vanilla Coke is nasty. How do you not like that?
It's top notch.
Shout out to Nat. He says, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you need to be on a no-flight list. Robin, get yourself on the list.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You drink
Dr. Pepper, top tier.
Now,
Dr. Pepper, top tier.
That's outrageous.
We can have a debate.
That's outrageous.
But you know my favorite drink is Iron Brew. And if you know, you know. Iron Brew. Because no one can tell me what Iron Brew flavor actually is. But it is leg. It's leg. It's Iron Brew.
That's funny, man.
Endo says, Oscar, you drink Supermalt. End of conversation. Listen, Supermalt.
Yeah, you see Oscar?
It is nectar from the high heavens. Like it's elite.
Supermalt is Guinness a J.
Much like what Robin
said. Guinness a J. It's Guinness a J.
Guinness a J.
Listen.
Guinness is tremendous, by the way.
We just came off a St. Paddy's Day. It's the Guinness that's family friendly.
You know once a year, I'll allow it because there's a day dedicated to it. The rest of the time, you're drinking crude oil.
A day dedicated to
you see the petrol prices going up. You see the petrol prices going up. You can feel that with your Guinness in your car. That is what it is.
Did you say it's crude oil?
It's crude oil.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I can't like that's stinking. He goes, the best fizzy drink is Tango. That's
that is not the best drink. It's not the best drink, but I do like a Tango apple.
That's a year 7 drink, man.
Robin, he said the best
7,
drink.
Yeah, I know. It's not the best drink, but it can get past the ticket gate. It can.
Wow, nobody's picking that.
Oscar, what's your number one? Oscar, what's your number one?
What, number one fizz, yeah?
What's the number one pop?
I might. Call me basic. Call me basic.
I know what it
but
is.
It's the real thing. It's the real thing. Standard Coca-Cola, man. Is
I said just red Coke
every time. Just straight Coke. Like
no. There's more to life.
Hey, but Robin, not even just like there's regular Coke, yeah. Then there's Coke in a glass bottle.
Oh,
but that is a difference. There is a difference. There's a difference.
Then,
big
Coke
difference.
Coke from a can is elite too. But then there's the McDonald's Stream Coke. That Coke, classic Coke, man. You are doing too much.
No, but then I'll take a Sprite. I'll take a Sprite over a Coke from McDonald's.
You're sick.
Yes,
that's crazy
give me
behavior.
Give me that fizz, man.
You see, you were talking about crude oil earlier, bro. Sprite, you can clean your car with Sprite. Let's be real. If you've got a scratch on the bumper, pour some Sprite on that bad boy and get to rubbing. That's gone.
Listen, Coca-Cola is a sponsor of Arsenal. They might as well get involved here on the Top 4 podcast, man.
Let's get the hell out of here. What is he talking about? Root beer float.
Root beer.
That's outrageous behavior from Baraka.
Get out of here. Baraka, go to jail. Go to jail. Do
you not pass
Nat says Coke, not even Coke Zero. You know what? I have converted to Coke Zero. So to be fair, I only drink Coke Zero now. But if we're talking about best taste, it's regular Coke, not Coke Zero. Nat says, who remembers Lil? How can we forget?
Question.
Top
you know
what's
fun fact about Lil? I don't know if you don't know this, but they've ceased to exist. They no longer exist, right?
What?
And do you know who bought them?
Who bought it?
Fanta bought them, and if you've noticed, Fanta's got a new drink which is like blue, which is a blue can, not the liquid itself. The blue can is the flavor of Lilt, and basically they bought it and then sort of repackaged it. So Lilt still exists, but not in the Lilt format.
Do you know what's mad? Coke owns Fanta.
Yeah.
So
Coke owns Fanta and Sprite as well, and then Pepsi owns Tango. It owns 7-Up.
Pepsi has the dead ones.
Yeah, Pepsi's is
7-Up
on that side.
7-Up is never the one.
All the Reebok versions. Shout out to Sam. He says a Fanta Abroad is the best drink. All the E numbers are free. I agree. Across the board.
It depends on the flavor. I will say that.
That Fanta orange, when the liquid's orange,
when the liquid's
bring that to me.
Deep orange.
Run I'm all about
Papaya, bro. McLaren orange. You know them ones.
Last one on the drinks. Endo says Lucozade Caribbean Crush was bussing back in 2015.
Yeah, you see that drink? I can drink it for 5 minutes and I'm in love. Afterwards,
they did something to the formula, because when that first hit the streets, when that bust the net, that drink was crack. I remember I was going to apply for like jobs in like Hollister and friggin' like Abercrombie and Fitch and them times. I was looking for jobs. You know, the weekend thing. That's when it was on fire, that drink. Now, like you say, it's 2-pack of ass. You know what I mean? It's just not happening. It's just not happening right now. So,
well, yeah. If you didn't know, it's international break, so we spent a lot of time talking about drinks.
Nonsense.
But should I get to the real comments, guys? Should I get to the?
Let's get to the real thing. You get me?
Brack says, "Big up to the best podcast to air on a Monday afternoon." Rah, that was hard to say. When this year's World Cup kits are bangers, in my opinion. What are your top 3? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen one.
Let's put an asterisk on that.
There's a number one. There's a number one that.
I'm sorry. Nike ones this year. Nike is losing this year. Adidas have come.
You're crazy.
Adidas have come.
I agree.
This year.
I think Nike.
Adidas have come this year. Nike is not that great. Don't get me wrong. There's some of them. I'm like, ooh. But yeah, Adidas is like,
the number one kit of the World Cup this year. Let me tell you right now, guys. If you haven't had a look, go to Norway and see what they've.
It's top tier. It's top tier. The Norwegian one I was gonna say, it's nice.
Yeah, and I think South Korea is another one that cooked. And then I think, was it Canada? Someone cooked, man. Like their away kit or something. Cookage. But Norway? No, guys. Other butchers. Norway's ate up the stream.
All these kits are trash, man. Yeah.
Oscar, Norway's kit is elite. What we talking about? Canada? I think it was Canada. It must have been Canada.
I might have to cop a Belgian one this year because that's looking lush. That brown gold is nice, and the away kit as well.
What do we think of England's red kit in the at Wembley?
Out of the three, I prefer the red kit.
It makes me it just reminds me like last year.
Yeah, nostalgia. It just gives me nostalgia. I can't lie.
The England kit.
Yeah, it just all of it gives me nostalgia.
Nostalgia of what?
Like I think of 90s. I don't know why. It just gives me 90s vibes.
Nostalgia of what?
I don't think it looks like a 90s kit. So I'm like, what nostalgia are you getting?
No, I'm just saying the style, the badge with the set badge in the center, all that stuff. Like, yeah, I'm getting old school vibes from it.
Fair enough.
The old school vibes.
I feel like football kit manufacturers, they get a bit lazy, innit? They just harp on to the old stuff. They don't really create anything new that's memorable. That's what I'm like this year.
Actually, I will say the other Nike good one, France is away. The gold on the back, top.
Yeah, that's some good ones, man. AD is just jumped in the building. Liverpool fan, what's going on, AD?
Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the wing. Yeah, man.
For how long, AD? For how long?
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
For 9 glorious years. That's how long. 9 glorious years.
Was he there that long? Jesus.
A long time, you know. But we'll get to it.
He's done a stint. Fair enough.
What a stint.
Where shall we start, Pete? Because there's bare topics, despite there being no football.
There's so much. I think, look, let's go with breaking news that's happened today, okay? So let's talk about the whole Tottenham Hotspur of it all, because we saw today, was it today, that Tottenham announced that Igor Tudor has mutually parted company with Tottenham Hotspur. More details on their new manager to follow. And obviously the big rumor, the big story at the moment is that Roberto De Zerbi is in advanced talks with Tottenham Hotspur. Flipping hell, guys. What a turn of events. Like, the man just lost his dad, and Tottenham have said, look, maybe this is a good time to cut some ties. What are your thoughts, man? What do we think about the whole Tottenham of it? Or first of all, on the Tudor thing.
I'll be honest, they waited a week because his father passed. They couldn't do it on the day. Like, it's mad. That's just honest.
Was he going on the day, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
We didn't really go into how much detail, but like losing to Forest at home 3-0 in the manner they did was absolutely deplorable. And anyone can't argue about getting a sack after a result like that.
I mean, they'd lost to 3-0. They lost 3-0 to Forest away. You know what I mean? They've got good form for this. They don't like Forest really this season, but was it the right decision to sack Tudor?
Yes, but it's too late.
Oh, yes, but it's too late. Explain.
Well, simply put, he's not the person to hire in the first place. So,
agreed.
And going from there, he only got 1 point throughout his whole tenure. He never won a game. He's the first manager in history to have a 0% win percentage in the Big Six ever.
That's a lot.
I tell you what's staggering. What really, really astounds me, right? Where did Tottenham pluck him from? What was the link? What was the connection? How did Tottenham see a subpar, and that's putting it politely, manager in Serie A? What made them think this was going to be the guy to put the fire out for them?
The mind boggles because I'm sitting here asking that question, thinking, what did they think was going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, when they appointed him, I genuinely was gobsmacked. I can't even lie to you, man. I was absolutely gobsmacked. I thought this is the wrong decision. This can't be the move. This can't be the move. That these lot have lost the plot. But now you think to yourself, well, how are they going to make a better decision now? Like, where do they turn from here? And the noise around De Zerbi beforehand was like, look, he's not looking to come in until they can guarantee that he'll be in the Premier League next season, in which then he'll be happy to take the job on. But De Zerbi, I mean, I don't know. We'll get to De Zerbi of it all. Tottenham just don't know what they're doing, and they haven't known what. We thought that under Levy anyway, but we kind of knew that Levy was like a businessman. He did things in a different way. We just didn't agree with the way. Whereas the Tottenham regime now, nobody knows what they're doing. No one knows. You know, anybody on this whole thing? I mean, what's De Zerbi thinking taking this job on, by the way?
Yeah, I think
what's he thinking?
I think it won't really damage his reputation, to be honest. He's walking into a side that has a horrible reputation, and he's got to try and spin it around. If he does spin it around, actually, do you know what? What is he thinking?
What is he thinking?
Because even if they
guys, what is he thinking? What is he? No, like I'm so confused. What in the right mind makes you think, right, this team has a good chance of going down, and even if you stay up, what is the likelihood that people are actually going to come to Tottenham and actually try and build this thing up?
Even if you stay up, what's next? What is next for Tottenham?
Like we need to understand is that last year when they finished 17th, we thought, can in the Europa League, blah blah blah. No, not can in Europa, can in the Premier League, all out for Europa League, get into the Champions League. A fluke, crazy season. They're here again. Last year was actually a warning of like, if you don't sort it out, you could go down. And here we go.
It's insane. It's actually insane, and I just don't know what's in it for him. Like, what's the bag he's got if for joining?
Probably 10 million a year.
How
10
many
million a
contract
year?
has he got?
5 years.
5-year contract. They're hiring for 5 years, Pete.
So that's all. So I think that's
long-term projects. So
they've not even gone in and said, "Hey, mate, you got 2 months. You know what I'm saying, on an interim thing, and let's see how you get on." He's held them to ransom for 5 years. Guys,
this is what I think, because like you said, I agree with you, Pete, earlier, that initially we were hearing he doesn't want to come until end of the season. Right. So the bag has to be high. It's come now. The bag has to be high.
There's a high bag, Robin, of like, if I keep you up, you better pay me. But you're locked into a 5-year contract. So say, for example, they go down. Right? They go down.
He's walking, but he's volatile as it is. In a good situation, he's not the right guy, let alone at a time like this. He's
like how it ended at Brighton was a bit weird in itself. Sure. But then we I don't think we let that go, but we said, okay, it didn't work out. But then the stuff he was getting up to in Marseille was like, okay, like, what's going on here? So if you're asking me what I think is going to happen, I think another Conte is going to happen. He's going to go in there. He's going to lose his mind. He's going to rant, and he's going to get fired.
He's going to lose his mind. Like, what? Seriously, what are they doing looking in that direction? Like, first of all, elephant in the room, you've got to stay in the bloody league for starters, right?
Yeah.
Is his style of football, is his mentality, is that squad, that blend of profiles meshed together, is that first and foremost, is that going to keep us in the league? That's the first thing Tottenham needs to be asking. Talk less of a 5-year bloody deal. You never know we're going to be in 5 years at this rate. At this rate. Don't know we're going to be in the next 5 months.
He's absolutely robbed them. De Zerbi's absolutely robbed them.
He's pulled their pants down.
He's pulled their pants down, if we're led to believe this. 5 years. Man. At least he's happy. He's going to get his money, man. He looks for a quick payday. That's what that literally is. Because as you say, even if he keeps them up, you know what he'll do? He'll throw the toys out next season, no doubt. Because their transfer window, Tottenham Hotspur's transfer windows of late, They've been nothing to brag about. Nothing to brag about whatsoever. Yeah, it's an absolute scandal and a farce of the league we're in. This is bad, guys. This is bad.
But then I echo Dave's legendary saying: "You do not go to Tottenham to elevate your career, man." So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at him. I'm like, really?
The bag is heavy, bro.
The bag is heavy.
Let's just have it right. Let's call a spade a spade. The bag is heavy. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, guys, this is sensational what we're seeing. Tottenham Hotspur find new ways for me to not take them seriously. They find new ways. This is mind-blowing. And let's have it right, man. I mean, De Zerbi's a good manager. That's the annoying thing. I will say that. He's a good manager, and I think he will turn it around. Do you know what I mean? That's annoying. I don't want him to turn it around, but I think he will.
And neither do I. Who they got? They got Sunderland next. And then, I don't know who was after. I know the run is still not pretty.
The run ain't pretty. The run is
they're finished.
So they're finished. Yeah, I mean that's Tottenham Hotspur in a nutshell, basically, guys. That's what we're seeing. Is what we're seeing right now is who they are. I hope they go down, man. I just hope they go down.
Wow.
I hope they don't make it.
I agree. I hope they go down too.
I hope they don't make it.
Listen, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the Championship, more than you believe.
More than you believe, you know. Yeah. Anything else? Anything in the comments about Tottenham before we move it along?
I'm tired.
Just Endo's asked. He's asked Sunderland versus Tottenham Stadium Light next week. Do you reckon they could get a run going there?
What are some on? Because I don't personally think they're on the beach, but I think the biggest game was played last week against Newcastle. So I don't know what they're on now.
All the energy has gone. All the
but staying on. Yeah,
that's a fair point.
Beat the Geordies. Yeah, but
if there's anything about them,
calls, everything.
Yeah.
As in they're at the beach so far. They're so far deep.
Bro, I heard a mad. You don't even know what I heard.
You're a sick guy, Adrian. That's why.
You don't even know what I heard. Whoa.
Get yourself checked out.
Pete, what did you hear?
I heard snorkels.
Oh, I heard something else, man.
Yeah, man. Get yourself checked out.
Yeah, man.
Get yourself
mental.
Right, let's move it along then, shall we?
Let's do it.
AD, you said it earlier. Mo Salah running away from Liverpool.
He's running away.
Yeah,
he's running away.
Announced that he's leaving at the end of the season. First of all, how are you feeling, man?
You know what? I think the sort of the fallout with sort of Honest lot, and I think the drop in production softened the blow a little bit because it's kind of like it was inevitable. It's kind of like, okay, right, the writing was sort of on the wall here. Obviously, still, a bit of shock, of course. And I think Mo Salah, when you look at this sort of the last best part of a decade, last 7, 8, 9 years, and he's been the poster boy of this resurgence. And growing up, my dad would tell me about Barnes and people like that. In 10 years, 20 years, whenever, I want to be able to tell my kids about Mohamed Salah. And it's stuff of fable, it's stuff of absolute folklore. And to have the honor, to have the privilege of watching virtually every kick, certainly watching every single goal, every single assist, every single moment of magic that man produced. All you can say is thank you, and two league titles when I hadn't seen one a day in my life, another European Cup, countless clutch moments, goals, assists. Towards the end of his time, he added this playmaker bag that we'd never seen before. And yeah, I think he he typified, and he's as I said, he's the poster boy of my favorite ever time as a Liverpool fan. You know that what 2017 to what 2020, or I think maybe even 2022. I know we had a crap season, sort of lockdown year, but why does it stop there when we won the league last year? You know what I mean? Like it's just I think the only, and this isn't necessarily a blemish on him because it is fine margins. It's scary to think that it could have been even more. Like he could easily be sitting in about 3 European Cups, 4 or 5 Premier League, about 4 Premier Leagues easily. If a couple of other results went elsewhere, but honestly, all you can say is thank you, Mo Salah. What a man, what a legend, and to actually sit down for minute 1, and God willing in May, the final kick, to watch it all right before my very eyes. What more can I say? Well, literally, the most goals anyone's ever scored for Liverpool in my eyesight, it's him. Most assists, it's him. Yeah, man. Yeah, what a guy. What a guy.
Serious guy. It's a real shame that Mo Salah became arguably, one of the best players in the Premier League in this social media era, because the way that he is spoken about is not at all befitting of the legacy that he has left on the Premier League. Like, he was so good for so long that it just became inevitable. Like, it was just a consistent. Salah was always going to turn up for Liverpool. And it's like, I always hear United fans talk about, there's always the thing of, United, Salah always scored against United. Bruh, I feel the same way about Chelsea. Like, he always bagged against so many teams. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many of our teams.
Got something to say about that as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, every team will be like, yeah, Salah always bagged against us. Like, it's a personal experience. It's not.
I think he bags over 50 goals in top 6 games alone.
Yeah, disgusting.
So I'm gonna say this. There's very few players I absolutely despise, and I say despise because I absolutely respect them. Thierry Henry, because he's an absolute legend, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Premier League player of all time. Sergio Aguero, because he provided nightmares in the early 10s. And the third one is Mohamed Salah. That guy is, for what he proved in the last 9 years, and you forget about his story. Remember, he was the Chelsea reject, the one that you just let go into Serie A, and came back. And we're thinking, why has Klopp done this? Lo and behold, look what he's produced. He's a Premier League legend, and I have whole hearts to him. Hats off to him. As a United fan, I am glad he is gone. But it is nothing but respect. It is nothing but respect for Mohamed Salah. That is all I can say about him.
Can you imagine how it feels to have had arguably Liverpool's greatest Premier League player ever and arguably Manchester City's greatest Premier League player ever on your books at the same time, but your club was too stupid to realize the potential in front of them?
That's crazy behavior, man.
That's crazy.
It's crazy behavior.
You sold them.
When you put it like that,
it's a fumble of the highest of epic proportions. It's a fumble of epic proportions.
Like, since Chelsea obviously won the league in 2017. Since then, you could argue De Bruyne and Salah have been the 2 best players in the Premier League. We had them on our books and got rid of them.
Although one thing I will say is that, and I think the only person that can tell us this is Mohamed Salah himself, that Chelsea rejection maybe lit a fire under him that never seen before. Because, let's just talk about the physique, right? I'm not necessarily too sure what Salah was sort of dealing with Chelsea days, but I'd imagine he's improved considerably in that time. But he's like he's sculpted out of marble. Absolute phenomenon, hungry, he's relentless. He's as Peter would eloquently say, a nasty, unscrupulous, ruthless SOB. So maybe potentially, like, sometimes in your journey in life, you need that cold shoulder. You need that rejection because it lights that fire under you. And then when we sort of saw him in Italy, it's like, oh, okay, there's something there. And then, comes back to England, killer, like stone cold killer, heartless, ruthless. I wanted your love, Jose. I wanted it. You didn't give it to me. Yeah. So I want to take it. I'm going to take it all. And he did.
And he did. Lo and behold, he did. Yeah. I mean, let me give 2 cents on this. This is a player that I didn't know this could exist. The kind of player he was, I didn't know this can happen. I didn't know that in the Premier League, we talk about leagues and how hard it is to do certain things, or he couldn't do that on a wet night in this, that, and the other. This guy came to the perch, blood, and said, I'm here, brother. I've done it. I've done it all. He won the Champions League. He won 2 Premier Leagues. He's been to Champions League finals. Salah, who we saw at Chelsea very, very briefly, and we thought, okay, maybe he's not up to scratch. He's not one of those guys. He transformed Liverpool. Like he transformed. Like, listen, Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino. There's a couple others, right, who definitely, they changed the landscape of Liverpool, what we made them to be. But Mo Salah was just gangster. He was a killer. Wow. Simple as. He was just a killer. And even now, like, what I find really astonishing is the fact that this is actually happening before our very eyes. Because he's still got more in the tank, guys. How old is he? 2?
He's going to be 34 in June.
Yeah, I think he's coming to 34, yeah.
Let me tell you something right now. He's not going to Saudi. He's going to be playing in a league that is half decent, and he's going to be killing it there. I've got my feelers say Italy
Syria.
or
something tells me Italy.
Yeah, Syria or Turkey. That's where my feelers
are. Napoli, yeah?
I could see him. I could see him at like Inter. I mean, Inter need a.
I can hate. No, I can no longer hate.
Yeah, I can see that Inter.
They love 34-year-olds. Have you seen Mkhitaryan? Yeah, they love it.
I'm saying
they love a restoration.
We love a restoration. You know what I mean? Maybe back to Roma, but it depends. If Roma get to the top 4 this year, maybe you might see him there. Maybe.
They can go to Como.
I've seen Salah come to my ground, hurt me. I've gone to Anfield. I've made the trip to Anfield, get hurt by Salah. The one goal that stands out to me where I'm just like, this man is just nuts. When he from the halfway line, he meets Bellerin. Corner kick to Arsenal, the ball gets cleared up. Bellerin's the last man on the halfway line. And Salah just goes. I think we were together, weren't we, AD?
Yeah. In our eyesight, and Ernest as well. In our eyesight, sorry.
And vision, he was gone. Straight line, 100 meter sprint. And I just saw the cop go nuts. And you just thought to yourself, for flip's sake. The goal against Man City, when he cuts inside, he turns and he cuts inside again and then buries it. My God. Yeah. The performances against Man United, especially in the 7-0, that was like, I saw Salah just say, nah, bro, I've had it. His goal against Leeds, opening day of the pandemic season, I was like, this is nasty behavior. There's goals I will never forget from that man.
You know what, Peter, I just purely for case and point and example, right? But hearing you talk, it was almost saw like a Cristiano Ronaldo style evolution. Where you talk about, where Salah was, he was this skill. Remember, Salah used to be the skillful. I'm sure Oscar will tell us, the skillful, maybe even unimpactful winger, right? Then you added a bit of devastation. Then when you mentioned that Leeds goal, that was really crucial to me because in my mind I'm like, okay, he became a marksman. And then last year, when he started doing the bow and arrow celebration, it was like, all right, this is the arch of infamy. He said to burn down everything. He's on a mission. He's Robin Hood. Yeah, man. It's great. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, we've seen him grow and become a man, a leader.
Yeah.
From a timid boy to just look at his influence in that Liverpool squad. Like they all go to him. Like, oh man.
I want to study. I need to study what he changed in his life. There's a moment where people just change their lives.
Yeah.
When he was a Basel player, when he was a Chelsea player, when he was probably even at the beginning, Fiorentina and Roma early stages. There comes a point, Oscar. There came a point where this guy, a knob got turned, a switch got turned.
Yeah.
We're not going on like this is
Robin,
Basel.
chill, Robin, chill.
Listen, this isn't Basel Salah. It's the same way in Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, when he joined Man United, it was potential, it was potential, it was potential, it was potential, it was potential. Then something switched.
06, 07 happened.
07 season, that 06, 07 season, when he basically won them the league at some point. I think that away game against Fulham sticks to my mind. And I was like, oh snap.
We stopped booing him after that.
Here's where I view it differently. And I think with Salah, and I'm so glad you brought up Cristiano Ronaldo, because I think that's another great example. But I just think, just life in general, let's even take it away from football. You have to just show up consistently. Like when you show up consistently and put your reps in, there's going to be a moment to the outside world where it looks like there was this crazy shift. But really and truly, it's just you going crazy. Now, when it comes to Ronaldo and when it comes to Salah, like before they hit that turn, there was great potential in both of them. Like great potential from sporting days. Ronaldo was one to watch. Fergie brought him in. He came to the Prem, and everybody was like, "He's all right," but like he ain't like first season was like, it wasn't really worth the hype.
He's not a killer. Yeah, he's not a killer.
Same with Salah at Chelsea. Obviously, we'd already seen Salah do it at Basel when he was, he was scoring goals in the Champions League and looking a little bit dangerous. But like, I think, and like I mentioned with the De Bruyne thing, I rate the scouts of Chelsea at that period because they were scouting good talent. They saw something in Salah at that young age. I think the guy just said, "I'm not stopping. I'm putting in my reps in." There's no doubt in my mind that Salah is always at training, always on time, always like one of the last to leave. There's no doubt in my mind that that's just his mentality. He just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes.
But Oscar, like the mentality of him. I don't necessarily think anything changed in terms of like his. I'm not saying like, oh, he trained harder, he did more of this, he did that. Maybe the reps, as you say, compound interest, right? With the more you 100%. Do it will just come back to you. But the what I will say is, I don't think I thought of Salah, or even Salah may have thought himself. I'm just hypothetically speaking here, but he never thought he would be the best player in the world when he was at Basel. When he was at Chelsea.
Why? Why do you think?
Look, I just have that because there's a way that you carry yourself, where you think it's almost like you're better than you think you are before you're even the best. Like there's some players who just carry themselves in a way. Like I bet Ronaldo in a weird way thought he would be the best player in the world when he was in his early days at Man United. Like I bet he thought that because all those stepovers and skills, it was almost like to show. You see that Garnacho's attitude now.
Yeah.
It's that thing of like he actually thinks he's better than he is. Whereas I think with Salah, we get that. I get that more humility side of Salah in the early stages. Man started taking his shirts off in celebration. I said, "Hang on a minute. This guy said, I'm showing you these abs because I've worked hard for these abs. I'm showing you these abs."
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe that was Salah all the way from birth. Now I could be wrong. All it takes is a Mohamed El Neni or somebody who was a teammate with him at Basel to say, "Yo, no, Salah was in the gym shooting at 12." Then I'll be like, "Okay, this was always him. We just didn't know." But they felt like a shy person. That's where I'm getting it from. He looked like a shy guy before, and when he came to Liverpool, and Liverpool at the time, what year did he join? Sorry, AD 2017. Yeah, so 2017 Liverpool. What were they really saying? You know what I mean?
Would you say also the influence of Klopp maybe got to him as well?
Without a shadow.
No, but I'm saying that would like almost like a catalyst, if that makes sense, because he's not had a manager like that.
When when I was saying like when I say that Salah transformed Liverpool, in all honesty, it was Jurgen Klopp, right? In all honesty, it was Jurgen Klopp. He put those pieces together. God knows what he was saying to them in training. God knows what he was saying in the dressing room. What was he saying to these people? Because he made Liverpool believe again that they could do something that they hadn't done for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole documentary in and of itself, But Salah, at the end of the day, man, I just think, yeah, I think there's a player that we would appreciate more. I mean, I won't even say that. I just think he's just a superb, fantastic player. And I'm so glad we got to see him. I'm so glad we got to see him play.
But I respect it.
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, like like with your
Yeah, it's
football
just
bias
nothing
to the
but
side,
respect.
you just gotta say, you know what, the greatness was there. We got to experience it. We drank it in. Because let's have it right. Yeah, no Liverpool, right? No Liverpool these last 10 years, bro. This is a Bundesliga league. You know what I'm saying? This becomes Bundesliga because Man City are the only ones going away because nobody else was patterning up. And in fact, maybe Liverpool has made others pattern up and say, actually, guys, let's do something about it. Chelsea, obviously, when they feel like it, back in the day, Chelsea, when they felt like it, they'd win the league. You know what I mean?
That's actually true.
That was their thing. That was their problem. It was like, oh, do you fancy turning up this shit? Yeah, sure. All right, cool. And then they go win the double. You know what I mean? You think, who is this club? Yeah, but anyway, no, Salah, man, what a man, what a player, what an absolute phenomenon. I hope he stays in the Premier League.
I do not.
Because let me tell you something right now, ladies
Where is
and
he
gentlemen.
going?
Let me tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take him in a shot. In a freaking shot next season.
You might. Arteta ain't.
I'm taking him in a shot next season. Arteta won't because of the attitude probably towards the end. Because when Salah got dropped, yeah, like with Klopp, even with Klopp, my man was moving shady, yeah. And I don't think Arteta will stand for that, sure. But he becomes our best winger the minute he joins us. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day.
Pete, you know what's annoying as well? You know how I mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo earlier, yeah?
Yeah.
Again, it's literally it was one game, right? There was a system we played against Galatasaray, where it's kind of like we had two strikers, yeah? And part of me just thought, we wasted these last couple of years. Well, this season and then obviously next season of Salah's career because a marksman Salah, just goal scorer Salah, just pure. That's all I care about in the box. That's it.
Yeah.
And then obviously playing with another player, link up play. Oh man, yeah, he's got a lot left in the tank. A lot left. Like, don't be fooled. Like this, it's been a poor season. Don't be fooled. But yeah, got a lot left in the tank, man.
Let me ask you a question. Why is he leaving, Adrian? What's the number one reason why he's leaving?
So I have issues with this, but as I said earlier in the group chat, I said I had issues with it, but I'll let Adrian go first.
What issues with?
No, so for me, I said in the group chat he should have left last year, then doing the whole signing on, getting his 400k and all that stuff. And not more at him, I'm looking more at Liverpool. I just generally think it's bad business because you sign someone, you've paid all that money, but you're only going to get, 9 months out of him? Like from a financial perspective, and yes, I'm saying in the group chat, hindsight's key because we all didn't expect him to leave this year. I'm just saying financial-wise, it just wasn't a good thing to extend him. Financially, it wasn't. So that's why I'm looking at Liverpool. I'm just like, why are you letting him go? That's my question. Is like, why are you letting him go this season?
Something's gone on. But I think I sort of made this sort of point last season. I genuinely think that the sports scientists people and the directors and whatever, so I'm talking about your Michael Edwards, your Richard Hughes, even your Arne Slots, they wanted Salah gone. But his output was so incredible last season.
It's egregious.
It was like, we literally, all time in season, like it's the most goal involved moments of any player, certainly in a 38 game season, maybe even all time, but definitely in a 38 game season. And it just got to the point where just like, damn it, we can't let Trent go. And we certainly can't let Salah go like this as well. Like it's awful. And I think the club were maybe put in a position that they didn't necessarily want to be in because, they're very much driven by data, driven by analytics, driven by age profiling. So I think that's probably what's happened. So because I think Robin, you turned out to be right. Me personally, at the time, I think it would have been outrageous not to offer Salah a new contract in that moment in time, purely because of the season that he had. And you anticipate that there might be a slight drop off, but even if it 15 league goals a season with Isak, with Ekitika, with Verts, that's still really, really valuable.
Can I keep it a step bundle?
I think people don't want him there. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, can I keep it a step bundle? I think this is a big problem in the sense of like we shouldn't, like Robin's saying he shouldn't have gone this year, he should have gone last year. I think what on earth is going on that he's not staying? Mo Salah needs to retire at Liverpool. If I'm Liverpool, If I'm Liverpool hierarchy and whatever else, that's a player that you can carry for a season because he's one of their greatest players of all time.
No, but
And
I get
just last year, he was pulling up numbers. Just last year, he was helping them win the league, right? So if he's off this year, okay, maybe he's off this year. But let's look deeper. Let's look further. Why is he off this year? Because I don't think it's solely on him that he's off this year.
no.
And so
Granted,
if you turn around and Slot could lose his job at the end of this season, right? Because of the way things are going. It's quite a turbulent season, and maybe Liverpool are giving him that time of like, look, there's a bit of turbulence in the air because of everything that's been happening over the last 12 months. We're going to keep you in. We're going to do whatever. When Salah goes to the new club he goes to and he bangs, the spotlight will go back on Liverpool. But I'm not waiting for that. This is a big problem. Him leaving Liverpool right now. It's a big problem because now Liverpool have to, guys, think about the surgery or think about the candidates they've got to look at to fill that hole. They can't even do the left wing at the minute. They're still trying to work out Mane.
It is hard to replace someone like that.
They're still replacing Mane.
Not impossible, but very, very hard.
But here's the thing, though, and we're talking about succession plans. First thing first, I think the Liverpool hierarchy, like what Robin's saying, find it astonishing. They are beyond themselves. But given a 34-year-old 400 racks a week, it just can't compute to them. It goes completely against their laptop, completely against their data, completely against all their metrics, right? And we're talking about how do you replace most.
They gave it.
What's that? They had to. No, they had to. They couldn't let Salah go. Salah was in the perfect position.
But this is a running theme. This is a running theme we've got here with Liverpool, right? The fact that we were here with Salah last year, the fact that we were here with Trent last year, the fact that we were here with even Van Dijk. I mean, we're talking about players of the club that are statues and pillars. We're not talking about being held to ransom by Andy Robertson, with all due respect. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Henderson, with all due respect. We are the Trents and the Salahs and the whatever. They're one of a kind. I think you can change your philosophy for Mo Salah in terms of a wage structure. Because what's the price of what's it got to do with the price of cheese?
Now for 400 racks is a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money.
It's Mo Salah. I'm not talking about any player. I'm talking about Mohamed Salah.
No, but what you have to think of, they're looking at the long-term sort of future at the club, because I think Trent was an anomaly. I think that was just, I don't want to say unfortunate, I think that was just sort of poor planning. I don't necessarily think they wanted Trent to sort of get run down. But I think in the case of Van Dijk and certainly in the case of Salah, they're like, right, these players are north of 33 or 32, however old they were. Their thing is like, you're going to decline. It is inevitable. And lo and behold, whether we like it or not, Salah has declined the season, right? Yeah, and they will say they foresaw this. This is why they didn't want to give him the contract. Because they with a fine-tooth comb, they know everything. They know his BMI, they know whatever it is, they know his GDP, not GDP, but they know his NI number, whatever it is, right? Anything to do with Mo Salah, they know, and they can tell you this is bad business. And you're talking about succession plan. What you have to look at is they spent approaching £300 million on Isak, on Verts, on Ekitike. In their mind, that's the succession plan. They're building a future for Liverpool after Mo Salah.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
So now, next season, when we do go and get a right winger, he's not necessarily going to be as good as Mo Salah, but it's impossible to find Mo Salah. But guess what? You've got the creativity in Verts. You've got the goal scoring ability of Isak, and then you've got the just the flair and the silk and the elegance of Ekitike. Then you can go and maybe take a punt on a Diamande, or if you've got a bit more money on a Oliseh, and then all of a sudden you've got a much more well-rounded, balanced attack. Because call a spade this season, having Mo Salah in the squad harmed Verts and Isak, whether we like it or not. It did.
Flipping hell.
It did. Whether we like it or not, it did.
You think so?
No, it didn't work out, did it? Isak is a gun.
It's premature to say Isak because How many games has he even played for Liverpool?
I
It's a handful.
get that. I get that.
So who do you want? Who do you want, Adrian? Now that you know he's gone, who do you want? Because the best right winger right now in the world is probably Elise, but I don't see him leaving Bayern. You can try. Money always talks.
Yeah.
But and if you need to break the bank to go get him, by all means, go do it.
Yeah.
But other than him, who is out there really that you think can do a job? I'm not asking to replace him, but can do a job.
Bit of a gamble, but I do like the look of, and I like the reports I've seen of Diamande. Really, really quick, really, really direct. The goal, but here's the thing: you're never going to replace Mo Salah in a player, right? So whilst Diamande's got all of these things, the output's not going to be the same. So that's why I think we've got, your Isaks and you've got your Verts to ultimately combine to give more than the output Salah alone would have given. So to answer your question, I'll probably say at the moment, based on the available players, Diamande. I think I saw we were linked with Karim Adeyemi. Oh man, I'm not a fan of that at all. Not a fan of that at all. Man.
Listen, anything about Dortmund, stay away.
Do you know what? Could be a good industrial player. People will laugh at this and scoff at it, and fair enough. Like, and I think he's probably
don't say Bowen.
Jared Bowen would be excellent.
Yes, I knew it.
He would
knew
be.
it. Why?
I love Brexit Pete, man. I love it.
Let's not disrespect Jared Bowen's time at West Ham, man.
No. I can see the reform poster. I'm going mad. I'm going.
We know he's got one.
What, Danny Dyer's Jared Bowen? Come on, man. That's more left. That's as left as it can get. So I generally just think like, look, you're not gonna replace him, and I don't know. Should they be bothering to look for the next? I don't know. But you see, this is why it's a mess. This is why Salah should be retiring there. This is why
it should be. It should be. But I do, Peter. What do you think to the point that whether it's now? I mean, look, ideally it should have been 2028, but at some point we're gonna have to replace this guy, whether we like it or not.
I just think the player that you needed to replace him has gone. Unfortunately,
the problem you've got.
Okay. To buy it.
Let me cut the BS because I'm hiding. Yeah, I'm hiding. Let me cut the nonsense. Right. Arne Slot shouldn't be the Liverpool manager.
Yeah, I think we all know.
No, Oscar, that's important, man. Because the thing is,
it picks one.
The thing is. Last season, we can argue, rinse and repeat. Jurgen Klopp's team's there. Listen, guys, get back to doing what like what Carragher is doing here with Man United. It's like, look, you guys just play in your position. You lot do what you do. You don't know how to win the league. Go ahead and win football matches. Now it is he had the summer of a lifetime. Honestly, he couldn't think of a better summer.
It couldn't be better.
It couldn't get any better. He had the summer of a lifetime. He said, okay, cool. You've won us the league. Here's the keys to the city. He's lost the keys.
Yeah. He's lost
the keys. So if he's lost the keys, I'm not trusting him to steer my ship. When what's won in the league last year? Klopp's players. You know what I mean? Like the recipe beforehand. We can all talk about, you know what I mean? If mom gives us her recipe on how to make this beef stew, yeah, we can make it top notch. When you've lost the recipe, it got drowned in the rain. It got somebody whatever, and Dad looks at you and says, "Can we run that again, please?" And you start adding the cinnamon instead of the coriander. You know what I mean? You're starting adding things, and it's like
60 grams instead of 30 now.
60 grams instead of 30. No, guys, the real problem is the reason they can't get a tune out of this Liverpool side is because of the manager. The reason that they won the league last year was in spite of the manager.
You know, Pierre, that's the elephant in the room. That's the elephant in the room. That's the elephant. It's massive. It is massive.
So when you're and this is the thing, so much so that we're now talking about succession planning. No, but Peter, we had to change Salah at some point. Even if it's not now, maybe then. No, don't worry about that. If you've got a good enough manager, guess what? We have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were before us. 'Cause we have managers who forget about those players that were You think about, like, for example, name me what was Liverpool's wingers before Salah and Mane?
Oh,
Does anyone even remember?
goodness.
Exactly.
You're
To refresh your memory, was it
Lazar Markovic.
was it the Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling? You know, when they were cooking for Liverpool, you thought, man, it can't get better than this.
Can't get any better than this, and it did. Imagine that.
Did
Imagine
tenfold. This is why I'm a big proponent on the manager is the piece
Catalyst.
in the puzzle.
He's the catalyst.
He is the shiny in the Pokemon cards. He's the shiny.
Peter, do you know why you're bang on? Mo Salah, in my opinion, easily in the right setup, in a better environment, he could clap 20 for Liverpool easily.
The thing is, I think he decided
You're right.
When he had the
worst thing is everybody in this podcast here thinks, and probably in the chat thinks, he could bang again.
You're so right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a mad man. It didn't need to end this way.
It didn't need to end like this.
It didn't end. Yeah, because I'm not picking on this word with my Salah. I'm not picking, never.
Because don't get me wrong, when a man wins the Premier League, when the manager wins the Premier League, I can't be sacking him the next year. I can't, But what I told you, Liverpool Tottenham's Hotspur game was the game I turned. I said, I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm done. And then I'm seeing now the scales are off my eyes. I'm seeing everything for what it was this year and last year. Nah, bro, guys, they flopped the base.
Do you know what I think? What happened
again?
Me being fairest. I think since the bust up and saying what he said about Arne, I think he decided, right, I'm gone then, and then just filmed that video at some point, because it wasn't yesterday. Do you know another elephant?
Do you know another elephant in the room that we probably haven't discussed? It's because it's past its sell-by date. Trent doesn't leave Liverpool if Klopp's still there. We're not ready for that conversation. We'll move on from there.
Anyways, we need to move on to the second part of this conversation.
Peter, man. Peter, you've got
Adrian.
So you stew on that. You freaking stew on that. When it got announced, bro, I sat there. First of all, when I saw him, and you know what made me realize this is a bad move by Liverpool. Salah's video to the Liverpool fans was where?
In his house.
He did it in front of a trophy cabinet that was decked to the nines.
Whoa. What did the club say about this?
Thank you very much.
Holy
there you go. You've nailed it.
They want him out.
You've nailed it.
They want him out. They want him out.
It wasn't even like in the and maybe it doesn't matter. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm pulling at things, but it wasn't at the club training ground. It wasn't in one of the suites at Anfield. It wasn't, you know, when you got the little picture in view. You know, there was in the little hospitality. Man's got the view of the directors. It wasn't in the cop. It was in his backyard with about 1 million trophies behind him.
His daughter probably filmed it. He just said, "Yo, look, just press start and then press stop." When I say something,
Dad, for this to bang on TikTok, you got to do it like this. Like she was director.
Chopping it up with a Scouse accent. What?
Chopping.
Come on.
No, it's an L. Anyway, what's the second part of this conversation?
Peter, wow.
We need
That's something to do. That's something to do.
Oh, the Liverpool legend that also runs Monday Night Football.
Oh my word.
Because he's had a lot to say. He's had a lot to say about Mohamed Salah.
What's he saying now?
So we can start. Where can we start? We can start with the 6th position of Liverpool's best time. We can start off what he said 12 months ago, and then backtracking about him winning the 3rd PFL Player of the Year. We can say many things, but obviously this has caused a massive discourse in the Liverpool chat. And I was going to go to Adrian first.
Second.
Yeah. You go second. Pete, you go first.
Let me explain, because I don't think Pete knows what the hell happened.
Okay.
So after Mo Salah has announced his departure from Liverpool Football Club, Liverpool release a social media clip, which just happens to be an interview with Jamie Carragher, and they ask him to rank his all-time Liverpool players, or top 10, like rank his top 10. And he in that top 10. If someone's got it's AD, let's mute AD.
I'll mute him. Yeah. Sorry, I muted him.
Yeah. So they've ranked So Jamie Carragher has ranked Mo Salah at number 6, behind your Gerrards, your Souness, who else is in that list? Who else was?
I know Kenny Dalglish is in there.
Of course, Dalglish. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's our thoughts on him being 6?
Oh, so it was John Barnes, it was Graham Souness, it was Kenny Dalglish, it was Stevie G. I personally, I don't really have a big issue with it. I don't agree, but I thought the timing of it coming out after Salah has announced he's leaving.
That's on, you know what? That's on Liverpool.
Crazy.
Because if you guys, I don't know if you watched the overlap last week. Carragher references that he's done a top 10 of all time, and it's like it's due to come out at some point. He references it quickly and moves on. This is before Salah has announced that he's leaving.
Even announced it. Yeah.
So the fact that Liverpool either they knew, obviously, or maybe they told Jamie, like, look, here's what's going to be coming. Whether they told him that, I don't know.
I don't think they do.
What hasn't helped is that he said last year if they win the Premier League and he becomes the 3rd time PFL Player of the Year, Carragher said he'll put him in top 3 of best Liverpool players of all time. So that's what people are running back to and saying, like, right, he said this. Why is he now 6?
I mean,
and all that stuff. Basically, people are mad at him because it's like you've gone at him and now you're saying one thing and now you're jumping to the other thing. So that's the main discourse that's happening here.
He doesn't like Mo Salah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't like him. Like, let's have it right. He doesn't like him, and it's one of those where, like, you know, great servant for the club. You've done things for us. Let's move him on. Like, he's happy to move on from Salah. That's been his stance for a little while because of the way he felt like he was disrespecting the club. You know, he puts on obviously the whole thing of like the club is first, so don't talk about our team like that.
Whatever that means.
But you know, like top 10 rankings. I mean, we're talking about some Liverpool legends in that list. So at the end of the day, the list doesn't really matter as long as he's in the 10. Then you're like, you know, then you can the spat among Liverpool fans. Let them have that. Let them run that because. You know, don't get me wrong. If somebody puts Dennis Bergkamp as like number 5 of all time Arsenal greatest players of all time, we're having a fight. However, he's in the top 5 of all time in a club that's got nearly 175 years. You know, so at the end of the day, it's like, okay, all right, cool. He's in the top 5, top 10, whatever. Salah, I mean, we can't be. I mean, where would you not put Salah in the top 10?
Look, the issue is you came out unprovoked and said, if Liverpool were to win the league and Salah was to win a PFA Player of the Year, meaning it would be his 3rd time at Liverpool doing that, then Salah would go in the top 3 all-time Liverpool players.
Right.
And Salah did that, and then the following year you get asked, what's your top 6? And you put Salah.
But he didn't know, did he?
What are you talking about?
I thought he said 3rd time. He's done it twice, right?
No, he's done it 3 times.
No, but so he was saying this about last season.
He said this 12 months ago.
The year Liverpool won the league, during the season, I think Salah must have had a good game and they were interviewing him on Monday Night Football. And he comes out and says, if Salah wins the league and wins PFA Player of the Year, he's got to be top 3 now because the level of achievement is just so high. So for Salah to actually go on and do that, then the next year, Liverpool have a meaty season and you're asked about Salah and you go 6 now. It's crazy.
Two things.
He came out and responded to that on Twitter. So he said what you said. He said what you said, Pete, about how he did the video before it was even announced that Salah was leaving. So it had nothing to do with that.
Right.
Like he said
Liverpool sticked him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Then he also said that like the video of him talking about Salah was 12 months ago and he's changed his mind.
I was just about to say that.
Hold on. But the reason
I think he's entitled to do that.
No. Part of the reason he says he changed his mind was because he said that in the form that Liverpool have been in, and Salah being a leader within that dressing room, he would have liked to have seen Salah come out more after games, speak about losses, not run the manager down. He said he threw the manager under the bus when he should have been like a leader for the team. To me, that is a pathetic.
Carragher, you need to look at your manager, mate. Your manager's the problem. But the thing is, Carragher can't touch the manager because Carragher never won the league, and he's seen two managers win it since. So he won't. He will not touch the manager. That's the thing. And you know what's funny? It's easier to criticize a player than it is to criticize a manager when you're a pundit and had an affiliation with a football club. If you start dissing the manager, then the club as a whole would don't want any interaction with you. If he's saying slot out, he's not doing a top 10 all time. He's not.
The club
he's
let him.
I'm not getting him anywhere near the training ground. So
on the edu team.
Yeah, exactly. Carragher's allowed to change his mind. If he's saying that in this moment in time, he should have been helping Liverpool, Salah should be. I do understand where he's coming from, but I think he's just not seeing. He's not seeing clear that the manager is really a big issue, and he's not calling him out. He's not calling him out once. You know what I mean? He's not calling him out, which I find incredible because listen to Gerrard. The difference between Carragher and Gerrard. Gerrard said at the time when Salah started moving mad, Gerrard said, "Look, Liverpool need to sort this out. They need Salah." That's the first thing he said, and that's when you know, Gerrard's got it. He's clued up here. He's got his ears to the streets, and he knows. Listen, he was a douche, but you know what? We need this douche in our team, and we need to sort this out. That's how he sort of portrayed it. Do you remember when Suarez was leaving Liverpool to go join for Arsenal, and he stopped playing, he stopped training? What did Gerrard do? Gerrard grabbed him and said, "Mate, we freaking need you this year, and need me one year,
and you can get a better club.
Listen, you ball out for a year, and you can go." And he managed the situation. Carragher was ready to just throw any player, bro. Any player's getting it. But the manager, he will not touch. God knows why. God knows why. Neville's the same at Man United anyway. Do you know what I mean? He was the same when it came to because everything else but the manager with Neville. Yeah. Anyway, so fair enough. I mean, let them fight. Let them guys fight. Yeah, let them guys fight. Anyway, should we move on?
Yeah, go on.
Great conversation, though. A great topic because
great.
There's so much to unpack. Oscar.
Yes.
England. It was the international. England.
Thomas Tuchel has called up his final England squad.
Has he done it? Has he done the final?
This is the final break before the World Cup. This is the last time he gets to look at these players. Yeah. Wow. So obviously England played Uruguay on, I think, Thursday night. They drew 1-1. They've got a game tomorrow night against Japan. And Thomas Tuchel is getting a look at who's gonna take to the USA and Mexico and Canada, and who is gonna bring the World Cup home. So I thought we'd do a segment here, guys, where I ask each and every one of you what you think. Now, I don't give a monkeys about Tuchel, because obviously when it gets closer to the World Cup, we'll have our conversations about Tuchel's team then, once he's picked it. But I want to know, let's be real, guys. This England squad, there's enough quality there to win the 8 or 9 games it takes to win a World Cup.
Oscar's dreaming, bro. He's hoping.
Oh, I'm back. Guys, I'm back.
He's there.
I can't lie. I can't lie. I've been watching, I don't typically watch international games, but obviously World Cup season, I'm a bit interested. So I watched a couple games here and there, all that stuff. Boogeyman France is back. I will say that, because the way they dismantled Brazil was quite a sight.
It was a sight to behold.
It was quite a sight to see. England, in general, have one of the strongest teams in the World Cup. That is, I think they generally do.
You know what?
I'd say.
I think they have one of the strongest. I don't think they're strong. I don't know if they're good enough to win, because there's still teams out there. You can't forget Spain. You can't forget Germany, Portugal. Obviously, Brazil, I don't know if they were just sleeping, Argentina, so on and so forth. The big hitters in general, you can't forget them.
Mhm.
But I just think this time around, England's biggest issue is who they take. That is their biggest issue. I think they can get the balance right, and they can go far in the 8-9 games.
Do you know what, Robin? We're gonna get into it when we start looking at the teams, yeah. But I don't think there's much of a dilemma. I think it's pretty hard to pick a bad squad. I think the squad pretty much picks itself. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think the England's we're maybe gonna argue in terms of like the whole squad, in terms of how many players you're allowed to take. Because what is it, like 25?
25
So many
is the
players.
number.
There's so many players. So I don't think you could possibly pick a bad
Yeah, but there's some comments like he's making where he's saying like Maguire is like 4th on the list and he has to fight against Chabala. It's like, really?
Chabala. His name is Trevor Chalobah.
No, I don't know why I said Chabala. I don't know why.
Yeah. No, Robert,
But yeah, those comments like that give me like.
Well, look, guys, we're gonna dive into it and we're gonna talk about specific positions. So let me just.
That good.
Okay. Well, let's just.
It's one of the weakest England sides in terms of quality and form I've seen in ages. But yeah, go on.
I completely disagree.
I disagree, Adrian. I
disagree
more.
Couldn't disagree more.
Give me your top set. I know. Yeah, we'll go for it.
We're gonna go for it anyway.
Let's go for it. I'm gonna start with us lot because we're actually here, and then after that we can take a look at Robin. Look at David and Ernest. But first up, let me share my screen. Give me 2 seconds.
Share that Bumble.
Now Bumble. Hey yo.
Yes, Peter. Peter grew up in Kilburn, you know. Don't you forget.
First things first.
St. Paddy's they used to go off, huh?
They used to kick off, brother.
Come on, man.
Why can't I share it?
No,
why are you sharing Rubinho's first?
That's fine.
What do you mean? What?
You literally said, guys, correct me if I'm wrong on the chat, yeah? He literally said we're going to show off Ernest and
No, you
didn't.
He didn't.
He
didn't. I can't lie.
What did he say?
He didn't.
What did he say?
Ask for first. You said ask for
I'm
first.
Start with us because they're not here. I said I'll start with us and then I'll go into their team after. So can everyone see that, Robin? I'll take it away.
But it's small. It's small.
No, that's minuscule. Is there anything we can do?
It's kind of small still.
Yeah, that's why it's wide in the thing.
It looks like poker. Like poker.
You can scroll down. You can scroll down. You can scroll down if you need to.
I know how I can do it.
Oscar, open it on Chrome.
That's the literal I'm gonna do now.
Yeah. This reminds me. Peter said a madness one time. Like we wanted to zoom in, yeah. And he's like crazy.
I remember that.
What did he say?
I can't remember. So like,
it's
open
not
that bad
PG.
boy or something.
It weren't PG.
It weren't PG.
I think we got demonetized.
Ended up owing YouTube money.
While I'm getting that ready,
The freaking court case.
for your thoughts.
Say again.
Right,
I'm saying, Robin,
I need to load up the picture myself actually, just so I can actually talk through it. The goalkeeper picks itself. Pickford for England.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh,
You know me. I think all England goalkeepers are crap. But he's the best.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You started off so well, and then
I said he's the best of a bad bunch.
Oh my! Show some respect to Jordan.
I literally said Pickford for England is different for Pickford for Everton.
Why is it not full speed?
He's good for Everton though.
Everton.
I don't know why it doesn't.
You just zoom in. Because I'm gonna go I'm just gonna go top button and then just scroll down as you go. So, right back, I said Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think Tommy Tooks is playing a fine line, not picking him. I think if you
what's going on there? What's going on?
I don't know what's going on there.
He wants his right back to defend.
What's going on with Trent not even getting a call up to the you know what I'm saying? A little, you know what I'm saying? There you go, Oscar. Well done.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually, Oscar.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Maguire is England's best centre back, and I think Mark Guy he follows behind. I still question to say how John Stones still gets into the English team because we don't see him. for the whole season. So I don't know how he gets into this team. Same with Jordan Henderson, but I digress. And I think left back was the hardest where I struggled, because I said Luke Shaw is never available. I don't think he's good enough to even go to the England team in general. And the rest of the choices were not great. So I said, you know what, Lewis Hall, he's had a decent season so far.
Ooh.
If you want me to start him, I'm going to put him there. Midfield, we have a very attacker-minded midfield. If you look at the best who's there available. Initially, I was going to go Rice there, but as he's gone through the season, I think he's more of a number 8, and he goes up for, he's more of a cam style. So I can't stick him in the 6. And same with Jude Bellingham. So I thought out of the 3, I think Adam Wharton would do the best of the job there. Bellingham attacking, Rice attacking, that will do stuff. It's not really hipster. It's not really hipster.
In DM, what kind of hipster nonsense? Do you want to just explain that a little further?
I don't think it's actually hipster. I just think the other options are more attacker minded. And I think if you look at who can actually sit in that 6 for England, I think who has the best ability, Adam Wharton's your best choice there, really. Doesn't mean they can't rotate. Of course they can rotate. But if you want someone to actually sit there and direct play in that middle, out of all of the midfielders, you're not going to put Bellingham there. And you can put Rice there, but it's a bit risky.
You know what? I'm not mad at Wharton. I'm not mad at him. I don't think this season he's had the season that warrants it. But he is the kind of player that we need there. I'm interested. Is there a reason why you went Wharton and not Kobbie Mainoo?
So I feel like Kobbie, because this is my formation. Kobbie is better in a 4-2-1-3. He needs someone to sit on the side, whereas England play with that 5. So I don't think Kobbie Mainoo on his own can do that position. Still a fantastic person, and you can substitute him. Don't get me wrong, super sub, and you're doing nicely for England. But yeah, it's just how I think at the moment. And the front three picks themselves.
I'm intrigued about Lewis Hall at the left back. I just think we're not blessed. I know we're not blessed, but I don't think Lewis. I just can't see Lewis Hall in a World Cup winning side.
Guys, to say we're not blessed, and you're looking at Lewis Hall, we are definitely blessed. This kid is fantastic. He's
you know what you say though. Like Lewis Hall's good, but it's not exactly. It's not an abundance of riches in that position, is it?
Bro. Lewis Hall is good enough. Yeah,
I agree.
But I was looking at Lewis Hall and Livramento. That's what I was looking at, and I was just like,
I think the Barcelona game solidified it for me when he packed up the amount.
Bro, look, I think, you'll see when it gets to my team. But I think there's going to be a couple of breakout stars in this World Cup for England, in the sense that like your casual football fan doesn't really know about these players, but they're going to find out. And I think Lewis Hall is going to be one of those guys.
He's good.
Not only like because the media will just bum lick him. Like he will play well in the opening game, and they will just bum lick him because he not only is he like just a competent left back, can do what he needs to do. He's so comfortable on the ball. He can drive forward. He's not afraid to take players on. That kind of like little bit of extra bit about you that's not like your standard, number 3 left back. He's got a bit about him, man. I think Hall is a great shot.
Oscar, question: Do you think he's super unlucky that Kukurea turned out to be good? Like, do you think like Hall could have been your left back for the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Hall's fantastic. I mean, the only reason Chelsea's a cesspit, and we know what's going on at that club, and there's no guarantee that a young player is going to thrive in Chelsea's system because it's crap. But Lewis Hall is another example of Cobham just being what it is. He's a fantastic defender, and he should be. He should be starting for England at this World Cup.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. As
I said, the front 3 picks themselves.
Rashford,
Saka, Kane, easy.
Okay, before we move on, PRAD, do you have any comments on Robin's team?
I brought up the whole thing. That's what started this conversation. To be fair,
fair enough.
AD.
No.
It's solid. Yeah.
No frills. Solid.
I'm wary about Wharton, if anything. I'm wary about that. But yeah, solid.
But I think that was Oscar's kind of point, wasn't it? I think Oscar, you sort of said it's going to be hard to butcher an 11 based on the talent at our disposal. I think
that actually wasn't my point. My point was more so the opposite. My point was you can get the 11 wrong. I don't think you can get the squad wrong because like the people that you're picking, it's like how do you get it wrong? Like even if so for example, you mentioned Hall, Livramento. I mean, like who do you like? It's hard to go wrong with the squad. The squad picks itself, I think. I think the 11 is where you really hone in and you decide. But let's move on. Let's go to Peter's 11. Let's have a look at this. What are we thinking? Peter, you didn't give me any shape, yeah? So I just dashed the players on the
Really? That's what we're doing.
You didn't give me no shape. You just laid them out.
I gave shape. At least
Sorry, was shape part of the deal? Am I missing something?
Adrian, Ernest, and all gave me the shape of how the midfield is going to look.
Oh,
so I knew what I was doing. You gave me just names.
Oh, right, okay.
Shopping list. Eggs.
What that's supposed to be? I'm supposed to move them around for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I had to go with this one, man. I looked at. I think Reece James is the best right back in the country. You know what I mean? In terms of all the English boys, and obviously, I'm going with the. Hopefully, they're all fit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with that first of all. But Reece James. I mean, listen, man. There's something else, man. There's something else with that. I've got my eyes on the Serie A, so I've been seeing what Tomori's been doing. Decent job at thingy, and he's been playing consistently. He's having the reps in.
So, not to interrupt you, Pete, but you're the only one out of us that put Tomori in his team.
Yeah, because he's got the reps in number one. That's the most important thing. And I think with the other centre halves, because what's his name? Robin said, how Stone still makes squads, right? Maguire is in and out of the team. Maybe he's had way more of a better run this time round in terms of like in the recent season. But in all honesty, how many games has Maguire played this season for Man United?
Since Fletcher's coming.
August. Since August.
All right. So Carragher,
I think he's made double digit. I think he's played like 15 in the Prem. So,
which isn't good enough.
But that's
my point. Yeah, it's not good enough.
I'm taking injuries and all that, and Amarim out. But
if they're injuries, then fair enough. Yeah. Then Livramento. Now Livramento is a right back, isn't he?
He is. So I was. You put them both there, so I just assumed you were putting Livramento left back.
Yeah, the thing is, I thought I've seen Livramento play at left back for Newcastle.
So he has played left back for Newcastle. He has, and Tuchel currently sees him as a left back with a right foot, which I'm just like. So
the thing is, because you know what, guys? Can I spit the real? Like, we can't have Luke Shaw starting left back for England in 2026. Like, I couldn't stomach that. I couldn't sit here and stomach.
Look. If you're asking me about the two, I think Livramento is another fantastic player, but I'd just go Lewis Hall on the left. I would.
Fair. My midfield now. If we're to
Pete,
shape,
David said, "Look, Pete, the midfield's a problem. I'm gonna allow you to shape it. Tell us how it's gonna look."
Let me talk through it.
First of all, I think this midfield is sensational. We're talking about Elliot Anderson, who's been one of the outstanding players over the last 2 or 3 seasons, right? For Forest, an outstanding player. Declan Rice will win Player of the Year in the Premier League this season.
Facts.
Okay, Jude Bellingham has gone to Real Madrid and said thank you very much, yes and amen, with Zidane's number on his back. So Jude Bellingham is actually going to be a little bit more closer to the forward line.
Harold,
and I'm gonna have Rice and Anderson at the base, holding and steering ship, because I've seen Anderson dig balls, in his own half, send the ball. Send a ball. I said, yo, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, have a word.
Declan Rice, you know what you can do. And I think if you've got a shield, because you see the Wharton thing that I saw with Robin, it just doesn't give me protection. You know what I'm saying? There's no Durex in this situation. So for me, I'm putting Anderson and Rice there as what we call, extra thick. This is that proper. This is a proper protection of the millennium.
Question, PR. Question. We know Anderson, fantastic on the ball. Yeah, really, really good passing back and forth, and he's got the legs to run around.
Yeah.
Does he give you that enforcing, like commanding midfield position that you need?
The thing I would say about it with Anderson, does he give me that commanding? Maybe not, but you know what, Oscar? Our style of play, we're gonna be with the ball. We're gonna be the ones dictating the play. Anderson can dictate the play. Rice can dictate the play. You give it to Bellingham, and Bellingham is a playmaker. He knows how to create things in there. The number one thing England struggle with, I think, the most is that creativity, is the fluidness. People like Anderson, they've got smart brains on the ball. They've got smart brains on the pitch. Declan Rice is another one. Bellingham is a superstar. And then, you know, the front three is exactly the same as Robinho's. The thing is, I was sitting there thinking, what am I doing putting Rashford in this left wing position? Because, again, it was one of those ones where I was struggling. And you know what? There was a part of me, guys, I ain't going to lie. I scratched a Noni Madueke inch. And I thought, could I? Could I? Could I? You know what I'm saying? But I thought, listen, I've got Livramento already, a right back playing at left back. I can't have a right winger now playing at, what's it called, at left wing. I just couldn't do both. That's sabotage. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and just for a reference, Oscar, Rice would go in sort of like, you know, like in the base, he would go more to the gay Livramento side to cover some protection for Livramento. Anderson will be on the right side, even though I know he's played much better on the left. Jude Bellingham will be closer in that number 10 role, feeding Saka, Kane, Rash.
And that would drop down to a 4-pronged triangle.
Yes. And you know who I'm gutted? I did what I could to squeeze a Kobbie Mainoo in there. I did everything I could because I think Kobbie Mainoo, like, I think he has to, like, I was struggling, man. I didn't know who to take out for Kobbie Mainoo. That's the honest truth.
Can I ask you a question? You've spoken about how this team's going to play and basically most of the games that they're going to come up against. And I think you're right for the group stage and probably the early rounds. But let's just say England draw a France or England draw a Portugal and Argentina, teams that can keep the ball and can frustrate England in possession. Would you still start this 11 in those games?
This is what Rice was made for. Rice was made for those kind of matches. And then by the way, Tomori and Gay as my centre halves, I'm fine. Two blacks at centre half, we're good to go.
You didn't have to say that.
We're good to go. Good to go. Afs as well, not like not like a Stones or a Smith or a Phillips. Tomori and Gay. Oh, guys, you know.
All right, that's it. Adrian, Robin, any questions for Peter?
Yeah, it just depends what your subs are, really. That's only my question. But it's a solid start.
The subs? Really. I mean, it's the squad, isn't it? Like the whole squad that's going, isn't it?
I feel like it depends. Like if you sub, then you might have to change formation. That's just what my thoughts
are.
Okay. Yeah. But other than that, Livramento is the one I'm just like,
we need to go and take it to teams. This idea of like we can't do an Arsenal with this England team. That we need to,
man, just
we need heavy metal Liverpool, like just go for them.
Facts, bro.
We will kill teams if we went for it.
That's what we need. That's what
bro. Reece James and Saka hugging each other.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the World Cup now.
You don't understand.
Whilst we go through the teams, those that are in the comments, if you have your starting 11, let us know. Let us know what you think.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. If you drop yours, we'll go for it after. Let's move on to the next one now, guys. The next team that we're about to look at is an interesting situation has come up here, and you're about to find out why. We're gonna have joint managers at the World Cup because Oscar and Adrian have both picked the same 11. Adrian, go take it away. Adrian, take it away.
Konsa.
Oh, I mean, people are like, huh? All right, go for it.
Go for it.
Obviously, right back speaks for itself. I think Reece James is the most well-rounded right back England have had for the past 5 or so years. I can't lie, guys. Like this whole, for me, this is where, and Ezri Konsa, I guess, is the perfect place to start. This is where I kind of struggled with, England have a great team to win the World Cup, or at the time is now. There's a real dearth of quality at centre half. Like, I tell you what, I was tossing up. It was Maguire or Ezri Konsa. That was my thought process. That's mental. Like,
I don't think it's mental.
Go on, why not? Yeah, go on, assistant manager, why not?
I think
co-manager. Co-manager. No, co-manager, man. Co-manager.
Look, first of all, the reason I like Maguire, for me, yeah, Pickford, we know what I think about Pickford in the league. But when he puts on that England shirt, he becomes Pickers, yeah? He becomes that guy, yeah? Yeah, if you're in the pub during a World Cup game, they love him. They love him in the pubs, yeah? But do you know who else becomes that guy in an England shirt? Harry Maguire. He does.
Harry Maguire.
He really does. And that was, for me, the biggest confusion here. Because I was like, Konsa or Maguire? I think actually, if I actually truly asked myself, I probably would go Maguire, just because I think
experience.
Threat from corners, experience, been there, done it, and he's going to fight for the team. Like, obviously not the best centre back. He's obviously not. And you're right in saying that this is an area where we lack. But with someone like Gerhi, who's now had that tournament experience, but let's not forget he played all of the last tournament at centre back, and I put Konsa in there just because I think those two complement each other well, and Konsa playing out from the back is just a little bit better than Maguire. So when it comes to getting someone like Anderson to receive the ball off them and then play out with Rice and that, it's good. But Adrian, I'll let you carry on from there.
Yeah, I think again, left back. I think Lewis Hall has made a real claim for himself. The solid, absolute lion, and then great on the ball as well. For me, Elliot Anderson is super, super key. I think, unpopular opinion, maybe it might be popular. I think Elliot Anderson might be the most important midfielder. Not necessarily best, because the mistake I've made in previous England squads is what I'd try and do is I'd try and cram all the best players, and there's just a complete lack of balance. I think I've done something. I think I said, I want to ask Bellingham to do a job for me in a double pivot. It just don't work. It's lunacy. It's absolute lunacy. And I think there's a game that sticks out like a sore thumb in the Euros. It was the Denmark game, where I think Trent played next to Declan Rice. And it was turgid, awful, diabolical stuff. We couldn't get the ball. They were pressing us. Rice wasn't turning out. Trent was just doing all manner of nonsense. And I think Elliot Anderson just gives us that balance where, as Oscar said, he can sort of drop deep, pick it up from the centre halves. And almost, I want to liken him to maybe like Thiago Alcantara. You don't necessarily think... Let me land the point. You don't necessarily think...
I just love to hear his name, because what I saw him do on the weekend with Gerrard. By the way, did anybody watch Liverpool Legends? Oh my God! Listen. Why is he retired? Why is he retired?
Alexis McAllister, take off your shirt and give it to Thiago. Either do number 10, because you both move the same anyway. So you might as well give him.
I looked at Thiago's highlights in that game. I said, "What's he doing retired? He's ready to go. He's gonna be at the World Cup. He's ready to go."
Literally, man. Literally. And the sort of the Thiago point I was making with Elliot Anderson is you don't necessarily think it, but I think Anderson's a pretty good tackler actually. Like, he wins the ball back a lot, even though he may not necessarily look like it. I don't necessarily think he's the most solid, but I think he's tenacious. He's aggressive. He anticipates well. Because I'm sorry, we can't rely, and I think all of us have largely agreed, you can't rely on Declan Rice as a lone six. I'm so sorry, and this is why I'm sure when Declan Rice gets his flowers, Ernest is pulling his hair out, because it's like there's certain stuff that we expect of top midfielders that Declan Rice doesn't do. But where I give him the grace is what Declan Rice does do is absolutely sensational, and that's why he's in the team. I don't even need to talk about why Declan Rice should be in the team. He's fantastic. Now, another thing. Now, for me, and you guys may disagree, I find the wing area is a problem. I really, really find it a problem, and that's Bukayo Saka included. That's Bukayo Saka included.
Yeah, agreed.
He's been awful this year.
Agreed.
If Bukayo Saka that we've seen of this season, if that's the one that's going to turn up to the World Cup, good luck. Good bloody luck. We're going to be screwed. I'm just hoping World Cup hype, he gets up for it and he performs the way we know he can. If we get 100% Bukayo Saka, well, what 100% Bukayo Saka is now, happy days. But if we get what we've seen, what he served up this season, I'm sorry, we're in trouble. Rashford was, I think, the less of, I don't want to say lesser of evils, because I think Rashford is good and he's got useful attributes, but it's a toss-up between Rashford and Anthony Gordon. Rashford every time. I can't lie, I struggled with 10. I struggled with 10 as well. And not in a good way.
Can I jump in on the number 10? Because obviously you lot know I'm a big fan of a certain Cole Palmer, who I think could take that 10 position. But I'm just calling it how I see it. Similar to what Adrian was saying about how, you got to play the team to win, not the best players. I just don't see where Palmer fits in this team. I think when it comes to Kane dropping deep as he does, Bellingham is more naturally suited to make those like to go in behind and play that kind of area. And also you've got Rashi that can run in behind as well. So those are the kind of players you need. So I think I think we saw the blueprint at the Euros last time around. Personally, off the bench, I'd have Ollie Watkins. I know that's controversial, but I'd have Ollie Watkins coming off the bench. I'd have Anthony Gordon coming off the bench, and I'd have Cole Palmer coming off the bench to change a game when England need a goal. But in terms of this is my 11 to go and get the job done, I think, unfortunately, it's not unfortunate, but the presence of who Jude Bellingham is, he just has to play. And the only way he gets out of this side is if he plays his way out of it. Like if he has a real stick in the first 2 games, I can see that number 10 situation changing. But he's just inevitable. Him and Kane have that connection. Let's just keep it there.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And this is going to sound really, really harsh, right? Outside of I want to say goals. I'm not quite sure how many he scored. I remember the bicycle kick. But outside of the goals, didn't we not have a Jude Bellingham problem in the Euros?
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we did.
I think we did.
I've got a major issue with Jude Bellingham. I've got a major issue.
He was just a superstar. That's the issue.
It was his breakthrough,
We had a Bellingham problem, and certain guys were trying to tell me it was a Harry Kane problem. And I said, Harry Kane is Harold Kane.
In fairness, he was poor though, but I do listen.
Harold Kane is Harold Kane. And if Kane is poor...
I need this season's Kane. He has scored 45 goals this season, ladies.
But you know what?
I need him. I need him.
You know what? I need
people haven't realized what Harry Kane's on this season. I need him.
Harry Kane is on that cooked crack.
He's still him.
But the thing is,
I saw Philip traded. Tuchel couldn't believe it.
He needs to be in the 6-yard box. I'm not even going to give him license for the 18. I need him in the 6. He needs to just harvest and camp. You know when Jacob would lay down a stone and build an altar? That's what I need him to do. I need him to camp. And wait on the ball of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He needs to stay there. That's it. There's nothing more else he needs to do. As long as Kane doesn't... I don't want to see Kane being Tom Brady and try to be the friggin' the quarterback. I don't want him in the quarterback position. Get out of it.
With Rashford, there's a chance we may see that, with Rashford.
The thing is, though, you know what I'm liking? The fact that Rashford could easily become and make it a 2 up front or a shadow striking. Like, if Rashford gets tingly, if he's feeling himself and he gets a bit tingly, and he hides behind Kane.
The ingredients,
and it's the Rashford that we know we can get when it comes to burying the ball in the back of the net.
Game breaking ability, absolute match winner on his day.
And when Saka starts limping, you bring on a bit of that nonny. You
Bring that non.
with the
Bring that
do-rag.
nonny sauce. Oh,
Before we all move on,
With that sauce, baby.
and we get the other teams in.
yeah. Let's speed on.
Eze, what are we thinking of this guy?
Can I say something? Can I say something now? Can I say something now, Robin?
Is he negative Nancy?
Eze does not make it on the plane.
Jesus.
Let's get
it.
Down
and guys, just so you know, it's not a hater thing. Earlier this season, I was saying the same about Cole Palmer, but then Cole Palmer came back and started playing football. Yeah. But when I look at this team and I look, all of us have had Bellingham starting, right? Who is going to come, like, who's going to impact outside of Bellingham? For me, Rodgers has had the best season of all of our 10s. Yeah. Then Palmer is
Morgan Rodgers. I'm surprised no one's put Morgan Rodgers. I can't lie.
But to start,
I just think about it.
Palmer is a plane.
Palmer is a must for me. So you've got Bellingham, Rodgers, Palmer. The other spot,
Oscar,
in my head,
Oscar,
it's between Philip Foden and Eberechi Eze, and I'm going Foden over Eze.
Let me tell you something right now. If Foden is there ahead of Eze, I'm not watching the first game.
What? Why? Why should
Eze? It's a nonsense. Foden doesn't deserve to be on that plane. It's a nonsense.
Foden Foden's been awful.
First of all, what does he bring? What would he bring?
What does he bring?
No,
tell us.
That's the first one. What would he bring?
What Euros was it? What Euros was it? Where he died, he said, the whole tournament and didn't take him out. It was garbage.
Oscar, we are not having Foden over Ezra. We're
not.
not.
Garbage.
What? Why?
Oscar,
we're talking.
Foden's been horse.
We're
been horse manure.
You know, can England keep the ball? Can they hold on to it? Can they do things with it? We need a player like Foden in those late stages of the bigger games.
If it's Foden of 2 seasons ago, yeah, for sure. I'm with you. No doubt.
Listen.
No doubt.
Bear in mind, yeah, the player that we're talking about is not a player that is going to start. All right, we've got all of our starters here, and none of us included either any of those 3 players or even Palmer, 4 players. Right. I just feel in those games that I spoke about, yeah, the France, the Portugals, the Spains, the Argentinas, you need that technical quality to come on and hold things off or maybe add to the attack. And I think Foden's going to do a better job of that than Eze.
You see, because Oscar, do you know what my thought process was? Because my thought process was, if I need someone off the bench, I'm thinking game-breaking ability. And I think with Eze, that's someone that's fearless. That's someone that will shoot from anywhere. And he can potentially produce some magic. Like what we saw against Leverkusen, I think it was. He can produce some moment of magic out of virtually nothing. Whereas with Foden, yeah, I think technically more assured. But I think when you bring someone off the bench, I think you bring someone off the bench to change the game. Don't get me wrong. Tempo is a way of changing the game, but I think in my mind, Eze has match-winning ability in my mind more than Foden.
I think when I want to change the makeup of the game,
yeah,
I'm reaching for Palmer. I'm reaching for, on the wide areas, Gordon and
not
Madueke.
Reaching for Foden though.
Gordon and Madueke, I think, do that better. I think I'd go Phil over Eze. I would.
Fair enough. It's not a theme what you're saying.
Crazy. Miri saying, Oscar was definitely one of those football fans who praised Foden's simple, basic pass as an extravagant pass to Eze. Oh, for that goal, that's crazy. I just got what you're talking about. No, man.
Real talk, Oscar, man. I'm amazed by this conversation. Amazed.
Well, why are you so amazed? Why are you so amazed?
Foden has been garbage. We're talking about him being on the plane ahead of Ezra.
No, but also talk about the player, what he brings though.
No, but that's wishful. It's wishful thinking. Because at the end of the day, if Foden hasn't given us even an ounce or a speck in the last 2 years, what makes us think he'll do it on the biggest stage of them all?
But okay. So do you guys agree that Palmer should be on the plane?
1,000%, yeah.
Yeah,
Palmer's the first one off the bench. In your conversation that you're having, he's the first man off the bench, right?
Palmer's the first one off the bench.
Between him and Rodgers, they're the first man off the bench.
Okay, so between him and Rodgers, do you think that you have Palmer, Rodgers on the bench, and then you also have Eze?
Yeah.
Definitely. Because you know who you're not taking.
Yeah.
Because you know who you're not taking. You're not taking Ivan Toney. You're not taking Ollie Watkins because you're just wasting minutes. You're just wasting space.
I'm taking Ollie. Definitely taking Ollie.
Definitely take Watkins. Yeah.
Give
Are
me
you not
Ollie.
joking? Are you not actually joking?
Ollie has to be on the plane. Ollie has to be.
Do we need it?
Bro,
We need it. Who is behind Kane? That's my
Rashford.
It's
Rashford.
No,
Calvert
Rashford
Lewin.
started
Calvert
left
Lewin.
wing.
Yeah.
Rashford started left wing.
And when
guys.
Kane goes on the bench or is injured, Rashford goes up top, Gordon goes left wing. End of discussion.
What about
Guys,
Rashford's tired? Or had a bad game?
What if
We've
what?
seen the movie, guys.
We
You guys are trying to write a new script. We've
Endo,
seen-
I'm not mad.
No, Oscar,
at
we
that.
need a new script. We need a new script.
No,
I'm not mad at
guys.
the suggestion, Endo.
Robin.
What's Endo's call?
Endo's screaming about Danny Welbeck, which
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that.
Oh,
I'm having Welbeck over Watkins.
We're not going to take
I'm
it Danny
having-
Welbeck
guys,
over
I'm having
Welbeck.
Welbeck over Watkins. I'm having Welbeck over
guys.
It's
Watkins.
not Make-A-Wish Foundation, man.
when England.
But you're
when
taking
England-
Watkins, AD. You're taking Watkins.
And
It's not
at least
Make-A-Wish.
Watkins
You're
can
taking
move.
Foden you're taking Foden and Watkins. It's not
I'm gonna take
Make-A-Wish.
I'm going to take it Foden. I'm going to take it Foden.
Okay, fine. But you're taking Watkins.
Can I tell you why I'm taking Watkins? Because Watkins comes on, and what does he do? He stretches defenders. He runs till it hurts. And guys,
When did he last do that?
Okay, let me tell you.
Oh, you're saying he's cooked?
Movie, because I've been trying to tell you for 5 minutes. England had nothing against the Netherlands. Couldn't create jack. These very same players, your Bellinghams, your Kanes, your Sakas, they were on niche against the Netherlands. And guess who made the subs? Your man Gareth Southgate. He brings on Cole Palmer, as we've all said should be happening, and he brings on Ollie Watkins. Why? Because Ollie Watkins is doing the one thing that Harry Kane doesn't want to do. He's running the other way and changing the way that defenders play. It's a complete contrast. And England won the semi-final based off that.
I hear what you're saying, yeah, because I think I agree with you in a sense of when it hits the fan and we need something, what you need to do is throw a spanner in the work. That spanner is not Ollie Watkins.
The Spanish Cole Palmer.
The Spanish Cole Palmer. The Spanish Cole Palmer. But like Spain, yeah, Spain are beating us 2-1 in the semi-final. When you bring on a Danny Welbeck, blood, they don't know what to do with him. What? They know what to do with Watkins. They know what to do with Watkins. They know what to do with Watkins. No, because Oscar, no, on a real. Listen, guys, all banter aside, yeah, like. You bring on Welbeck off the bench. Nobody knows what to do with him because they have no data.
Give it a rest.
They've got no data. They've got no data. No one's watching him. No one's watching him. Everybody's watched Watkins all season. Do you know what, Oscar? That's why he's been marshaled all season because they've watched him.
But how's Watkins done in Europe? How's Watkins done in Europe?
Who are they playing?
The same caliber of teams that he scored against in the Netherlands in the flipping Euros. It's the same caliber.
Oscar. As I said, you know the point with Foden and everything. I said, listen, give me if it was 2 years ago, I'm tooting the same horn.
Fair enough.
We have had 2 seasons of football in which neither of those guys have improved.
But you're thinking about the quality of the player.
No, I'm not. I'm actually thinking about the product.
Because
I'm thinking about the product.
Yeah, you're thinking about the quality that Watkins has shown this season, which has not been great. But I put it to you that the quality that Saka has shown this season has not been great. But he's starting for all of us because we know who Saka is and what he provides to this team is the.
Who do you think's had a better season, Oscar? Who's had a better season, Watkins or Saka?
Debatable.
Oh, they've both been mid. What do you mean?
It's debatable.
What are you asking here?
It's a debate between Watkins and Saka.
I'm just talking about.
I'll be honest with you. Top of my head. Top of my head, and you're gonna call me a madman. I'll probably say Watkins of the two of them in the league.
You are a madman.
Oscar's gassing up goals against Bologna and Lille. Look, we're facing Tunisia and average countries.
We got Croatia first game.
New Zealand in a touch season. Ollie Watkins has scored 9 league goals.
9 league.
In a crap season, he's been awful.
With Morgan taking pens as well. That's Morgan taking pens, you know. That's not Ollie.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. But if he's
to be fair, he didn't miss a pen earlier in the season, though. But he was depressed. He had a bad period.
If he's the starting centre forward for Aston Villa, who've been like 3rd all season long, and he's got 9 goals, sit on the bench, man. Get out of here. Don't bring me 9 league goals. That's impressive.
No, but
It's not impressive.
no. He's been awful. We've all agreed he's been awful. What's Saka produced this season? So that's Oscar's point. Like we know the quality of these guys. Like let's not use.
Saka gave
my
Cucurella one
question
twine at Stamford Bridge.
my question
that's what I can hang on.
He does that every year.
My question is very simple. If we take the starting level for what is and we replace like for like, as in striker for striker, left wing for left wing, so I'm not moving Rashford. I would take Welbeck over Watkins.
I cannot
Why
see
would
what.
you-
Can I see get something? Why would you?
Why
I
would
can't
you
see
do like
Watkins
for
come
like
off
though,
the
Robbie?
bench.
Why would
No,
you do
I'm
like
saying,
for like?
I'm saying as is. So what Peter's saying, I can hear it. Like say moving Rashford up top, I can hear that. But I'm saying if we had to replace like for like, so we had to bring a second striker to the World Cup. Right now,
Rashford hasn't played up top.
no, but I'm saying,
Theresa
I'm saying, I'm not talking.
Oscar,
I'm
who's
just
the
saying,
second best striker at England? Who's the second best striker at England?
I'm saying if we're bringing strikers, we're bringing strikers for just pure strikers. As of right now, after Harry Kane, it is a massive drop. But that drop drops down to Welbeck.
Why does it though? Why does it?
This is where
Because
you
of
and I
Welbeck's
have
form
seen it
this
differently.
season.
You guys are talking about massive drop-offs. There's never going to be anybody better than Harry Kane. All of us have picked Harry Kane to start. The problem is when we get to the 71st minute and Harry Kane gets a little bit tired and we need something different. We need an option to change the game. Danny Welbeck, as good as Danny Welbeck has been, I don't think he does anything different to this England team. I'm talking about game changers, as we were trying to do when it came to Eze and all these guys. And I think a Watkins profile, it's not necessarily about how good Watkins is, but the profile of player that he adds is something different that is needed.
So useful. So useful.
I just hope that 2022 Watkins, 24 Watkins shows up. That's all I'm hoping for.
We need Watkins now.
That's all I'm hoping for.
He just run them channels. And I agree with you. If Rashford was there, I'd go Rashford 100%. But I want Rashford starting left wing. If Rashford was not a starter, so if we had a world-class left winger and Rashford was on the bench, then I'd 100% agree with you.
But also, here's the thing. Kane does not come off the pitch. I want to be clear.
He does.
Wait there. Listen to what I'm saying. Spanner in the works, changing the game. We're a goal behind, whatever the case may be. Kane is exhausted. So guess what? We're going to lighten his load. We're going to bring Rashford closer to him. We're going to bring Rashford closer to him. Bring on Gordon, right? And make Kane and Rashford work together. We're not putting Kane's boots on the sidelines under no circumstances.
We are. You think he can play 9 games?
Because Rashford can do all the legwork for Kane, and then when it gets to one-on-one with the goalkeeper, sideways pass to Harry Kane. That's what we're there for. That's what we're there for. Let me be very clear. Under no circumstances does Kane get subbed. Under no circumstances. It's the best striker in the world.
That you're living in cuckoo land. You're living in
next team.
Of course, Kane gets.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to the next one. Where do we go first? David's in the comments. Let's chuck his one up next. David has dropped Jude Bellingham and gone for Palmer in the 10. He's also gone for an interesting fullback pairing, Ben White. That's possibly the worst decision we've seen today. And Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, sorry, Nico
O'Reilly.
I said
Kyle
O'Reilly.
Hey, that wrestler.
NXT, yeah.
He's got Nico O'Reilly, Constant Gahi at the back. The midfield is a question here because Morton, Rice, Palmer.
I can't see them taking it to no man in midfield. I can't see that trio, threesome. I can't see it. The thing is, O'Reilly
fights midfield.
Here's the thing with O'Reilly. What is his actual position? Can someone tell me?
I think he's a midfielder that's been converted into left back.
Yeah, hold that bench, blood. He can't be.
He's good. He's not. I'll be honest with you. He's a physical specimen.
He's good.
Quick. He can play. He's good, man. Aside from inexperience, I wouldn't be angry if I saw him starting. He's a good player.
What's England's group? Who we got in the group?
Croatia. Oh, I had this open.
Croatia, that's a tough start. Bloody hell.
Yeah, Croatia's first game. Is it Haiti? Let me see.
England
You
start
know
with
what?
Croatia. We then second game is Ghana. Whew.
Jesus.
Yes.
Men.
Final game, the must-win game is Panama.
Thing is,
Again?
you think Rice
Yes,
Wharton
again.
and you think
I'm
Rice
gonna give
Wharton
it-
and
we're gonna
Palmer
give it
can
nine
go?
this time.
You think Rice Wharton and Palmer can go up against Ghanaian midfielders? You must
They
be out your
can't.
mind.
No, they can't.
Wait. What do you think? Wait. What do you think Declan Rice has been doing for the past 5 years?
Rice is one man, blood. I'm
Oh,
talking
fair.
about the threesome of those lot against. I don't know. I'm just going to name a Ghanaian name, Mensa.
Yeah, because for starters, Peter, for starters, it's Walton and Rice alone. Let's have that right. Let's have that right.
And let me say something right now. Palmer's giving you no help whatsoever. And we didn't speak about this earlier. But you know why Konza's a howler?
Go on.
Konza.
Yeah,
Guys, that's a mistake waiting to happen. He's going to cost us a goal in the World Cup if he starts.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Us.
No, it's not.
He's a good centre. I think he's a good centre half, but you're right. You're right. There's a Ricky.
He's not a good centre half.
It's not even maybe. But I feel the same way about him. I feel the same way about Tomori. I feel the same way about Chalobah. They would all cost us a goal.
I can see a ball coming from over the top, yeah? Croatia kick things off. The ball go over the top. Konza needs to bring it down.
Yeah.
And it goes under the studs. Slides behind him. And then I don't know, Mandzukic has come back from retirement. He's buried it.
No, Luka Modric's still there.
Huh? Sorry?
Luka Modric. I
was going to say, I thought you said, I thought you were going to say Mandzukic is still at the.
No.
Yeah, this one, I'm not going to lie, bro. We're going to get bullied with this team. Ben White, I love him to bits, but I was more comfortable with him in the centre half position. When you've got James and Trent, like, come on.
That's a good shout, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking of Ben White in centre half.
We're not cooking David enough. We're not cooking him enough. Having two world-class right backs, yeah. We've talked about the dearth of quality in this team. The one area where we don't lack quality is we have two of the best right backs in the world, yeah. And he's gone for Ben White.
Oscar, you know something. You know something where
Benny Blanco.
One of you lot went for Trent, one of us went for James. Nobody batted an eyelid. No debate was had.
But Pete, after Trent and James, it's Livramento. What the hell is Ben White?
No, wait, Oscar, don't. No. Okay, now you're disrespecting.
Oh,
Ben White is ahead of Livramento.
In
terms of who's getting picked for the next Love Island, he's ahead, sure. But when it comes to picking the England squad,
show some respect to Ben.
I don't know, man. Liverpool's quite. I'm going mad.
Nah, whoa.
Finish that. Whoa.
Listen.
David's backtracking already. Will Reece James be available? That's a valid question. Yeah?
It's a valid question.
Is Trent going to be in the squad? It's your squad.
Question. That's a valid question.
Your squad. Is Trent going to be in the squad? It's a bad question. Because I said, don't worry about Tuchel. Pick your team. This is your squad.
No, Oscar.
No, he did say
that's harsh. Oscar, that's harsh. That's harsh.
I am backing Oscar because that's how I understood it.
The instructions not clear.
No, they were clear.
No, hold on. No, David's asked a valid question. Let me just ask you this: where's Reece James today?
No, but I said the Reece James one is a valid question. Like to say Reece injured, that's valid. I'm not even going to argue with that. Yeah. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, you're picking Ben White.
He might want a better quote unquote defender. He might.
Let's go. By the way, don't listen. I know Jurien Timber has been sensational for Arsenal, but Ben White has been solid for Arsenal.
In his form, with Saka and Odegaard, in his
top dog for Arsenal. Let's have it right. He played with an injury for a whole year and then had surgery. You know, when Arsenal...
Reece James has played more games this season than Ben White. What are we doing? What the hell are we doing?
Wow.
You know what's so funny, yeah? Guys, you know the Reece James of it all. You know when Oscar made that thing about, how we just mock Rafinha just because, like the agenda, basically. You know the Reece James of it all, right?
Yeah.
How many games? I want you guys to guess, how many games do you think Reece James has played this season? I don't think Oscar should answer because he'll probably know. But how many games?
What league? Oscar said it.
We discussed it on the pod, didn't we?
Okay,
26.
Yeah, that's a lot of football matches. More than Maguire.
It's his best year. It's been Reece's best year.
The problem is, it's because he's been playing in midfield and everywhere else He doesn't look like he's been there. That's the funny thing.
Peter, that's a good point, though.
Because that right back,
can
he's so
he do
impactful.
the explosive sprinting anymore?
Maybe
There's a reason he's playing centre mid now.
Maybe Oscar can. But the thing is, when there was no Caicedo, no Lavia, that's when he was playing there, isn't it? Like that's the thing.
He's still playing there till today. Well,
no, he started. Bro, he started against PSG. Both those guys were fit, so he's still. Yeah.
What in midfield? He started in midfield.
Yeah, man. These managers, I don't know why they put him in.
By
the way, imagine Tuchel just said, "Yo, Reece and Rice."
Reece.
That's what we're going with.
Reece and Rice.
You know what?
Hey, Reece and Rice.
Guys, Reece and Rice with Trent right back. Have I cooked?
Oh,
I think.
Is that a meal that we'd be wanting to eat?
I will find a fork.
The ball progression is there. The ball progression.
I will find a fork.
Because if you're thinking about it, guys, if you're going into a World Cup final, why are we faffing about?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Rice, Trent.
Oh,
Reece, Rice, and Trent. That's a delicious meal.
If he was fit, why not? Why not? But then it falls into Adrian's trap of we're just playing the best players. I think Rich James' whole career is based off a purple patch under Tuchel in 2021. He's low-key overrated. He ain't even that good going forward. Endo, one of your worst takes ever.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm a big Chelsea hater, and I would normally come out with a comment like that. But when Reece is on, he's on. Like there's no debating this, man. Like Reece is on, man. Anyway.
All right, well, let's get into Ernest's team, and then we can wrap this up. Sorry, lads, it's taking a long while, but just one more to go. And Ernest has given us a treat as well. He's giving us something to think about. So he has gone for the back line. He's gone Livramento and Hall as the fullbacks. Right,
wow.
That's a shocker off the bat, yeah. Then Maguire and Guehi as the centre backs. I'm surprised Ernest picked Maguire, considering he's one of the biggest Maguire haters, which is class. The midfield, guys. Can we discuss that midfield?
No, you say that. Wow. He has said I can back for him. Maguire for England, he actually rates.
He doesn't like. You know what, Oscar? He doesn't like Rice.
He hates that.
Yeah.
Because that is
he doesn't like Rice. Nah, man, he doesn't.
No, but you know what?
Rice.
But I think I know what Ernest is thinking about. It's the point I sort of made about the Denmark game. Ernest wants to keep that ball. He wants intricate passing. He wants press resistance. He wants his midfielders to be able to drive a little bit. You know, like how like Rice gallops.
Yeah.
Ernest wants that intricate dribbling outside of the boot stuff. That's what he's looking for. You know what? Yeah. He was Barcelona. He was 09 Barcelona, as close as we can do.
Ernest might be the most idealistic manager of us all because he has his way. He has his way. And he must play that way. Some of us will sacrifice our way for a different right.
Do you know what stands out to me as well, though? How have we all gone for the same front three? I'm amazed.
It picks itself,
There's no options. There's no options, Peter.
What are we going to do? Grealish. It picks itself, mate.
Yeah, Mainu, Wharton, Anderson.
Mainu, and Anderson.
Do you know what the problem with this for me?
Yeah, no running. That's just passing.
Yeah, first of all, I don't think there's any legs there. But the thing is, second thing is,
that's just X, no R2.
It's the dearth of experience at this level. That's what worries me the most.
Yeah, man.
These are novices entering, because even like a Panama, maybe not a Panama, but like Croatia will show man what time it is. Ghana will give us a lesson. Like this is because like the Ghanaian midfield will be players that have got 50 caps for the country. You know what I'm saying? We are playing against men. Let me tell you, the World Cup is not that guy. It's not that guy to be, getting flagrant with it. This is flagrance. Livramento and Hall.
That's a baptism of fire. That's a baptism of fire.
That's it. Wants to keep the ball, but plays Rashford. He treats the ball like a bomb.
Now he might be on the Germany 2010 team. Remember when they're just like, you know what, Ozil, Khedira, I think Cruz was in there. Like all you young G's, look, we're gonna tank this tournament. 2030. That's where it's at, boys. That's where it's at.
Yeah,
Long-term
to be
booking.
fair, they treated 2010 like a project, a
Training
pre-season
session.
project. That's exactly what they did.
But guys, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Look at this team. This team is round of 16 written all over it.
This is a round of 16.
This team has a round of 6. This team is. I'm sorry, Ernest. This team is going home.
Ernest, bro, we're gonna meet a young Sweden and get packed. We're gonna meet a young Sweden.
Kulusevski will be moving dark. You're like, where's he been all year?
Kulusevski assisting Gyökeres. Fam, it's gonna be dark hours.
It's like he's got life in his body.
Let's have a look at Livramento, Hall, Wharton, Anderson. Never kicked an international ball. They don't know what this level is. They don't know.
They've got like 4 caps between them for England. This is mad.
That's
Ernest,
crazy.
man, this is a different level.
That's
He hates
crazy.
Rice. My God.
Yeah.
He hates Rice. And the thing is, I know how he sticks it on Bellingham as well. He sticks it on Bellingham.
I'm with him though. I'm ready to be a Bellingham hater again this summer, man. I'm
Yeah.
ready. Bellingham pisses me off. I can't lie.
They're the antithesis of Ernie Ball. The absolute antithesis, the opposite.
Yeah. But I thought Ernest would have a techie 10 in there. I thought Ernest would go for one of the 10s, but clearly not.
Like I would have thought he would have had a Palmer in there, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
I thought maybe, or a Morgan. But because you know what it is, yeah.
We're just keeping the ball.
Like, bro, we'll play like Ecuador, yeah, and Ecuador have got some men. Did you not see Ecuador the other day?
Hey, if this midfield bugs Ecuador, it's a long day.
Oh, and the Valencia rolling back the years.
Bro, I saw Hincapié come off here limping. He got into one hard challenge, limping. They brought on Estupinan. I said, nah, this is long, bro. Like there's some meat in this team. Protein.
That's some talent, though.
Huh?
That's some talent.
It is, bro. They got some protein, man.
It's unfortunate the 2 best players are left backs, but yeah.
I can't lie, that's killed me, man.
What country was it? Wasn't it not like Slovenia? I think they had like All Black as their number 1, and then what's that Inter goalkeeper?
Inter.
Slovakian. Yeah, so Slovenian or something. Really, really good guy.
Handanovic.
Maybe, yeah. That's their number 2. Yeah, it was peak. But yeah, anyways.
Guys, that was sensational. Robin, can we wrap this up with a special?
I don't think we need to do the quiz. I think we need to wrap it up with Mama Africa.
Oh God,
what's there to discuss there?
Because we didn't discuss it last week.
Did we not?
No, we said we'll save it for this week. We said we'll save it for this week.
Oh man!
But before that, did you see some of the comments of the teams? I saw Endo put a team out. I thought, no, not bad.
Oh yeah, I saw Endo's team. Endo's team was all right. Still, I had one problem with it. Let me pull it up. Oh yeah, of course, my problem. He got Pickford, Trent, Maguire, Gahi, Hall. That's not a bad back four. Rice, Mainu, Bellingham, Saka, Kane, Eze on the left.
Listen, Eze might need a revolution.
Peter,
your mic.
I don't know what happened to your mic.
Your mic.
But you sound like you left the country. There we go.
3, yeah, lovely. We need a revolution at left wing as well at Arsenal. Eze might have to just do a Ben White and make that position your own. and that could answer an England problem as well. Just saying. Saying. Yeah. Anyway, nice one, lads.
Not sure.
All right. God. So since we last podded, the AFCON or the CAF Federation turned around and said had disqualified Senegal from being the AFCON champions because they technically forfeited the match for being off the pitch for longer than 8 minutes. And Senegal in retaliation said, yeah, we're not giving you the trophy back. Come over and get it. And they put it in their military base in Senegal, right? emotional. They then turn up to a friendly this weekend in France and bring the trophy there. Also, in the Chelsea-Everton game, we didn't discuss it at the time, but Ilman Ndiaye at the full-time whistle went to the camera and said, "Champions of Africa."
Did he?
He did.
Oh, I missed that still. I would have backed it.
You'd have been fuming, that's why. Because your
Yeah, I
team
would
just
have
got
backed it,
packed.
though.
But yeah, I mean, guys, what the flip is going on in this world? Africa, we want to back the thing. You can't keep doing this to us.
This is an L of epic proportions. If Cass reverses this decision,
They can't. It's ridiculous.
the heads that have how many heads have to roll will be unprecedented.
Reversed what decision? As in giving it back to Senegal?
Giving it back to Senegal.
You'll be looking at Tower of London. They ain't seen that many heads roll since Henry VIII. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, blood. What?
Lord have mercy. Mama Africa, why? Why is there something every year that we just leave it alone? Just behave appropriately. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, they can. Oh, yes, they can.
It can. Oh, man.
But I'm just so confused because if you look at what actually happened, the decision to actually, if the referee decided to forfeit the game at the game, we're not bad, man. We can't argue against the rules because the rules state, yeah, if you go after they forfeit, so on and so forth. The referee decided to bring them back on and play the game out. And as the rules articulate, once the game has been played, it is final. So the facts that they're coming around and say, you know what? But what happens is 60 days later, we're going to reverse it.
We've had a presentation. We've done the fireworks. We've had the parade. Confetti.
Is it fair to say this is unprecedented?
It is fair.
I've never seen such a thing at any level.
This opens up a massive can of worms because then other teams have a right to challenge. I'm not saying that they'll win, but then something dubious can happen in any other final, and they could be like, "Well, these man reversed it, why can't you?" It opens up a massive can of worms.
Do you know what though? Well, let's have a let's I'm appalled by the behavior of both nations, right? Guys, we can't take the trophy that's no longer ours and give it to our military base. What are we doing?
Bro, they're willing to start a war over this.
Like, when you consider what's going on in the world, and then this is what's going on over in Africa. Yeah, just like that, though. But also, I didn't know Morocco even appealed. I didn't even know they even appealed this. Where was the news?
That's shameless.
They could have won the game.
It's one thing I don't like about.
Somebody decided to take a Panenka.
Well,
very horribly, and cost them the trophy.
This is the thing I can't understand, man. And this is the thing when it comes to following African news. Yeah, there's no like build up. We just get the news, bang. You never get that anywhere else. You can't just say, "Oh, it's just been overturned." Not even like, such and such. You know, they've launched an investigation. They have. We didn't even know. We didn't even know it was up for debate.
It was like a random Tuesday. You see Fabrizio Romano. You automatically think, "Oh, what's this tosh? It must be fake." Then you click on the account. You see 50 million followers. It's the real guy. Wow, wow. Yeah, I couldn't believe it was real. Genuinely, I was astounded.
Oh God, we got to behave better, man. For flip's sake, like you know what I mean. Leave that stuff to Caltropoli and them man there. Do you know what I mean? Leave that to them.
I can't lie. This might be worse, you know.
Oh, that's a bit.
I mean,
we've had a final of a major competition of international football where. Imagine Spain. They took away this is like saying Spain take away the Euros and give it to England. This is the same level.
Robert, what I will say about Caltropoli, at least like rightly or wrongly, at least there's a sense of trying to uphold justice. Whether we disagree, whether we say 60 days too
Yeah,
late,
but where
whereas
is the
Calciopoli was, bro, they were paying the refs. Oh
No,
my,
I hear it, but
that's
did you not
so
see
bad.
Morocco's behavior all the way to the final and
That's a
including
good
the
point.
final?
That's a good
Fans
point.
were fighting over towels.
Now
That's a
you know
good
what?
point.
The second
Football,
goalkeeper
Nah.
was trying to
football,
protect their
football's
goalkeeper.
finished, man. Because even like we can't gloss over the Chelsea £10 million of it all, right? Like we can't just gloss. And then we got this situation here with that. Like how can you overturn something 60 days later after the tournament? Like this is mad. And
Yeah,
meanwhile,
should have been 60 hours after.
Meanwhile, Man City's 115 charges. We're still waiting.
All right, but are you hearing the rumblings though?
What's
Are
that?
you hearing it?
What?
Minus 60.
But we hear something like that every 4 months, and then it just goes
No,
away.
I hear that, but a lot of people are saying like not the big names, but you know when those ones where you're like, okay, we're coming towards the end of it. They're saying minus 60 is on the table.
I hope to God that minus 60 happens. I hope it does. Even if it meant keeping Tottenham up, please just do it.
Huh? Oh, because
Just
you want
do
the
it.
league.
Well, as in, just get rid of the bentness in football. That's all.
Fair enough.
Get rid of the bentness. Robert, can we do your quiz?
Yeah, let's do a quiz. This was a fairly simple one. I hope you guys have been paying attention of who is in the World Cup. 42 teams.
Here we go.
I haven't.
42 teams. No checking, no cheating.
Are you serious? We're doing the teams.
Name me the teams so far. There's only 6 left, by the way, that haven't qualified, so I'm not even counting them. But
wait, Robin.
Teams. Yeah.
I'm just going to ask you because obviously it's your quiz. What about like? Can we say playoff teams? Only because like they're like in contention.
I want guaranteed. They are on that way to the US.
Let's go. You guys are asking too many questions. Let's get.
There are 42 teams. 42.
Nah, man.
Nah, go.
Pete, we'll start with you.
Oh, you start with me?
Yeah.
Let's go with the United States of America.
US of A. Yep, that's one easy.
I'm going England.
England. Adrian.
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Let's go with Mexico.
Mexico.
Good.
France.
France. Yep.
Haiti.
Oh.
Sorry?
He's going for the tougher ones.
Haiti? Flipping out. Spain. Espanol.
Brazil.
Oh, by the way, that just reminds me. The music, the songs that are coming out, these potential World Cup songs of both Brazil and France. Sensational.
The French one, sensational.
Oh.
Even if it's AI, it's still sensational.
I think they're all AI. I think they're all AI.
Yeah, the French one's AI, unfortunately.
That's kind of scary. But anyways, AI is cooked anyway, but boy.
And it's AD, your turn.
Oh gosh, I said Holland. I had Holland in my head. Holland.
The Netherlands.
Let's go close. We'll go close to home here. Let's go with Belgium, Robin.
Belgique. Vive la Belgique.
Argentina.
How do I do that?
Ghana.
Oh, lovely. Then that I'll take up Croatia.
Oh yes, Peter.
Let's complete the group, lads. Panama.
Honduras.
Honduras.
Are they in?
Yeah.
AD.
Stinker.
You
deserve
that.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah, they're not. Sorry, AD.
Oh, do you know what it is?
We don't know what it is.
It was another.
You should have squared it to Sterling. That's what he needed to do. What he didn't.
All he had to do was pass the ball. And
We didn't say them. I thought we went through the group. I was struck. Anyways, I let you guys know what was in my mind. Anyway, Howler.
Peter, go.
Howler.
Portugal.
España.
Lovely.
España.
Right.
Yep. He's out of here. Get him out of here.
Already, right?
Get him out of here.
Huh?
You.
No, I didn't.
I said Spain. I said Espanol, and then you repeated it back, Robin.
I
Well,
did.
that's a different country.
Sorry, which country is that?
Espanyol is a club.
I meant España. Literally, how you say Spain in Spanish.
I said España. You said Espanyol.
Hey, come on, guys. That was a stinker. Guys, that's like number 22
That's
to
a
go.
stinker.
Hey, what is it done now?
It is pretty much done, but we'll go again.
Yeah.
I got a thingy, innit? I got to finish it, haven't I? Haven't I got to say a team to win to actually take it over?
This guy's Peter should be out. He said Espanyol.
No, I heard
It's like Espanol means is Spanish. I'm not talking about the club.
Spanish.
No,
It's Spanish.
Espanyol is a club. The country called España.
Yeah, Espanol in the freaking World Cup.
Hey,
What is it?
VAR, have a look though.
No, I've had a look.
Look.
Okay, if it's a VAR, if it's a VAR, then we continue.
Hey,
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, fine.
Right.
Uruguay. Off you go.
yeah,
Uruguay.
calm.
Uruguay.
Back on, yeah.
And Peter asked the landlord to raise the rent. He believes.
Let's go, bro.
Morocco.
Morocco.
Oh, are they in?
Yeah, they are in.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudis are in.
Is Adrian in?
No.
Remember,
said Honduras.
he said Honduras. Yeah.
Back to back, bro.
Okay. They done did me now.
I got bad teams.
Yeah, there's bad teams. Colombia.
Colombia. Lovely.
Has he made it?
Also made it.
Let's go with Japan.
Nippon. Japan. Yes, they are in.
Stinker. Wow.
Oh.
Question: is Haiti actually in the World Cup?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. I don't know if anyone said this,
Wilson Isidore wants to go.
but Germany.
Oh,
Deutschland are in.
interesting.
This was like a Eurovision.
Qatar.
They are in.
How the hell did these teams making it?
Ow.
Egypt.
Aye.
Yeah.
Egypt are in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with Scotland.
Scotland are in.
Are they in?
Yeah, boy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Scott McTominay
Yeah,
is going to the
Robertson
USA.
dedicated it to Jota.
Yeah. Well, we know Szoboszlai's not going, don't we?
But he's going to Budapest in May. Don't worry.
Speaking of which, the Netherlands.
Wait.
I said that.
Somebody said it, yeah. Oscar gave it the big one. Oscar gave it the big one earlier. He said, you see, Peter doesn't listen. You literally don't listen. You said Spain and you said freaking. We'll take that. Let's move on.
Oh god, what countries do this?
Just to confirm, South Africa. Let's go with that.
South Africa, yes, they are on the list. The
Had the
teams
howler.
left-
I was about to say
the teams they had
Carragher.
left, yeah,
Had the
was
howler.
Algeria, Australia, Austria, Cape Verde, or Cape Verde,
Cape Verde, huh?
yeah, Curacao, Ecuador, Iran,
Oh.
Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Jordan. That was the hard one. I don't think anyone's going to get that.
Jordan?
Yeah, Jordan
What do
have
you
made it.
mean?
They've made it. New Zealand, Norway, Paraguay, Senegal, South Korea, Switzerland, Tunisia, and Uzbekistan.
Yes, I knew Uzbekistan went in. So, what about Iran?
Yeah, I said Iran.
Oh, they're in.
Liverpool.
They're in. They're in. No,
Will they
they're
make
in.
it?
All right.
Will they make it? Is the question. Right, next quiz. If you got next one.
Nah, that's the only one I had. It was depending on time.
You are a stinker.
Yeah, I think that's
stink.
it's late, lads.
Bro, we've been going for 2.5 hours.
Have we?
I was technically it was only 9:30.
Yeah. I had a cheeky one, to be honest. It's the game. What is it called? You know, Tenable, football Tenable.
Yes.
Does anybody
That's
know
all
what
over
that
my
is?
YouTube at the moment, mate. All over my YouTube.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it, mate. I'm trying to find one that I had earlier. That I wanted to.
Yeah, I think it might need to be for next time.
It might have to be for next time.
Peter, there was one that you would have loved. It was former Inter and AC Milan players, yeah. But then get this, like 70% of them play for Juve as well.
The one I had was the starting 11 for the Manchester United Champions League final in 1999. The starting 11.
I know the full 11.
Say again?
I know the full 11.
You know the starting 11. Yeah. All right, let's see you guys go.
No, I'm not. I said I thought we were moving on the next one.
Say again?
I thought we were moving on because it was.
I think we should do it next time. We should do it next time.
Okay, fine.
I can
we'll
name
close.
that. I can have a crack at that, mate.
Any not that guys this week besides the ones that we've discussed.
Berg wasn't there, Oscar. So he'd been out. Yeah, no, I think there's nothing else, man. I think we've exhausted the football this weekend. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Football Ramble at Jace. You know what I'm saying? The people know, blood. But yeah, okay, cool. We'll do it for next weekend anyway.
Why the flip is it FA Cup next week?
It is FA Cup next weekend. It is FA Cup next weekend.
But there's no Prem.
No Prem.
No
there might be Prem still.
There's no Prem.
Oh, is there not?
There's none. There's no Prem.
Oh, I thought
it's going to play the eliminated teams, man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, interesting.
That's what
they normally do. That's what they normally do.
Yeah, but by the time we get to round 6, I thought, yeah.
No, the next Prem games is on the 10th of March. I mean, April.
All right, we can for 2 seconds. You can predict the weekend's games if you wish. No,
I don't really wish. FA Cup. Oh, gosh.
Fair enough then, guys. That wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Thank you very much for joining us once again. We'll be back next week, next Monday. Easter. Actually, are we doing Easter Monday? It's a holy day.
I think not.
Should we take a break?
I think not. Yeah.
I think not.
Should we take a break? Yeah.
FA Cup weekend.
Yeah, that was FA Cup weekend, Easter weekend.
The Lord has risen. Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, who's eating fish and fillet on Friday?
Fillet of fish. That's a good. That's, you know what, the AD. You say I laugh. No doubt, me and the missus might say, you know what? Let's go. Let's hit.
Look at Murad. Murad saying, "Why not?" He said, "Don't take a break." You're on half term, mate. You've taken a break,
isn't it?
I got on the train this morning.
And by the way, we're not gonna ignore the fact that he's got an owl on his shoulder. We're not gonna ignore that. But we will discuss that next week.
Hey, speaking of owl, big up Roy Hodgson, man.
No,
4 years.
No, let the man rest.
Yeah, he needs to rest.
Let the man rest.
Top 4 podcast.
He needs to pack it in. Well, but
why is he doing away days at that age?
Yeah, he needs to pack it in.
Do you know where Bristol City are in the league? 12.
Where?
They're not struggling. They're not in
so
relegation. They're not going for the playoffs. God knows.
No, I think he just wanted to tie up. I think in his mind, probably also just tie up his career, innit? Like, I don't know.
Who knows?
I mean, he's tied it up about 3 times already. But
exactly. Anyway, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. We'll be back the week after when it will be Premier League action again, and we will discuss FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League as well. It's all on top, guys. It's all on top. The running indeed. We'll see you next time. We'll be out. Peace.